Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Okay. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hey. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Okay. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Okay. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hey. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Okay. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Okay. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Okay. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting getting ready. Hey. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hey. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hey. Hang on a second. We're getting ready. Hang on a second. We're getting ready.
It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. My time. Time zones are stupid. Anyway, it's time for a show. I hope you're ready because it's going to happen live. Oh, hey, it's me. Oh, I look pretty good. Yeah, I know where it's going. Chad gets light. Lit. Yeah. All right, well, fuck off, man. I don't have time for this. Oh, I'm already getting drunk. Live from Logan Arcade. You knew that. No? No. Oh, shit. I gotta go. All right, let's do this. Yeah! It's about damn time.
It is
In a
about
minute,
damn time.
I'm gonna need a little pinball to set me right.
Yeah.
Feeling fussy.
So what's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
How you
Hey,
been,
what's up?
dude?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
That's good.
I went to MagFest last weekend.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a 100,000 people gaming convention thing.
Gaming like board
Ratchet
game?
as fuck. It's amazing.
Ratchet.
Yeah, it's ratchet.
Oh, good.
as
It's
fuck.
all it's good.
There's
it's
a lot
good
of
ratchet.
cosplay horny jail energy.
Oh no. What's with you Ren Fair kids?
I know. That's what
I don't
I'm
get
saying.
it.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
all you have the time. Anyway, Amy Crash. Nick is back. It's true. We got chips for days.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, chat? You're probably wondering why we were late. Well, I can't wait to tell you why
Wow.
we're late. There's a lot of sneaking going on in the
Yeah.
background. You're going to love this, I promise.
Yeah.
We have a very special guest with us in the house tonight, live from
Yeah.
Logan Arcade. But the question on everyone's mind is, what game are we playing?
Yes.
Shoes, as
Ask-
massive gaming con in the Northeast. Shoes
Yeah.
been there. Skip. Oh, MagFest is rad. A lot of folks have gone
yeah.
to MagFest
Very fun.
before. Nerds is here. Bonk.
Second time I've gone.
Well, I want to go next year.
You should.
I think I will. What game are we playing, everybody?
Yeah. Take a
We
guess.
got to hurry up.
It's
'cause
only
we're late.
it's only something that we've
It's
talked
Jay
about.
Ruler. It's Chad the Me.
It's only a game we've talked about 1,000,000
times. Million. You can quantify it. What game do you think it is, everybody? Hit it in the chat. Let's see what it is.
Come on, let's see it. Let's hear it.
Don't make me come out there.
Yeah.
We'll like
This is so fun.
I can't. All right, let's just tell him. All right,
do
we
it,
do
do it.
That's what you did. You wore us down. Thank you for the beans
Oh,
and pin.
no.
Okay.
No.
You just know that shit. All right. Well, everybody's taking their time. In the meantime, this is what we're doing.
'Tis the screams and my little gooligans. I hope you've all been nasty little fiends this year. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna stop it. This game is a beast. More specifically, a Monster Bash. The 2018 remake limited edition Monster Bash from Chicago Gaming Company, based on the classic 1998 Monster Bash solid-state table from Madman George Gomez, with art by the devious Kevin O'Connor. The music is all rockabilly goodness that we can't play because copyright shit and stuff. But just know that Vince Pontarelli's soundtrack for this big bopper is all bangers. Turn it up if you dare. This particular remastering is the limited edition, so it's got color dot matrix display, enhanced sound system, shaker motors, backbox topper with full color light show featuring some of Universal Studios' most famous monsters. They're getting the band back together, man. Thanks to the software design of the late great legend Lyman Sheets Jr., the scoring is similar to other Williams classics from around the same time, like Attack from Mars and Medieval Madness. The target shots are all spread out in a fan layout, so it's like all right there. Shoot enough targets to collect the creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, Dracula, the Mummy, Frankenstein, and the Bride of Frankenstein, and their respective instruments to start the final wizard mode, the Monsters of Rock. I can't keep doing the accent. Wait, I'll do it like Orson Welles. 3 macabre multiballs, Frankenstein, Monster Bash, and Mosh Pit. Lighting the DIG, that's pretty good, thank you. Lighting the DIG lanes increases your end of ball bonus and raises the value of the pop bumpers, as well as 3 phantom flip stand targets to light the in lanes, so the game will actually flip the ball for you, because it's haunted. But that's not all. This Tale of Terror is limited, so that means bitchin' toys. Monster Bash has a Frankenstein on an operating table. It tilts to reveal a center ramp, a moving Dracula target that needs to be hit, an ominously lit, bobbing creature from the Black Lagoon underneath the playfield. There he is. Hey, guy. This one is fucking freaky fun and one of my personal faves. So, rise up from your slab and let's do the bash. It's a graveyard smash. All right, I'm done doing the accents. Let's play the game.
Yeah! Ultimate classic goodness. Shu wants to know if they do indeed do the mash. They might. But I think for copyright purposes, it's the bash.
Yeah.
All right, so what's going on? Well, I'll tell you. Everybody, calm down. Why were you a little late? We had a little bit of a moment.
A very special moment.
We had a very special moment because this little machine, you know, she's an older lady. She's got some miles happening in her life, and the ball wasn't working. But luckily, we had someone here that may have actually worked on this game. It's Chris Shipman! What? What? What?
Yeah.
What?
It's a very special guest for us.
Oh my gosh, chat, this is Chris Shipman. Chris, tell the kids at home what you did on Monster Bash.
So I was, along with Bob Friesel, I did the mechanics.
Hell yeah.
What does that mean?
Basically designing, responsible for everything physically on the playfield, the mechanisms, the ramps
and
such, the
yeah.
ball guides, everything.
Yeah.
All the physical parts. Everything except for the software.
Okay.
Really.
That was Lyman, right?
That was Lyman.
That was Lyman.
Yeah.
Which is amazing that you were here for that, because right when Chris walked in, he noticed that the Frankenstein ramp was down already before the ball started, but it wasn't all the way down. It was like just a little, like it was not flush with the table. And we were like, wait a minute, that's not good. So we popped it open and troubleshot it and fixed it.
I have pictures. I'll put that on the Instagram. But it was like watching Mozart fix a piano. It was incredible. My favorite part about it was I was like, hey, guys, why don't we just ask the guy that built it?
Yeah.
Chris was like, well, technically. I was like, well, shut up, Chris. Get in there. And he did, and the pictures are amazing.
That was really fun.
T-Bone says, we are not worthy. If you check out the chat right now, you can see Chris Shipman's pin side profile, so you can see some of the games he's worked on. We'll talk about them as we go. Kingpin being the one I really want to get into, because that's a rare machine. Right? I'm just saying.
Yeah. I should have brought. There's something else I should have brought with me. Oh well.
Oh gee, we'll just have to have you again.
Yeah, we got some show and tell to get through.
Once in a while. Here's the thing, Chris and I are friends, guys. Chris comes by the show all the time. But like, this was the first time I was able to get him out this late.
Yeah.
To come and hang out.
I'm normally in bed by 8 p.m. So.
Ooh, nice.
What's that like?
That's
why your skin is so glowing.
Yeah,
you look amazing, and you're so
freaking love it.
But here we are in the chat. If you've got any questions for the master of mechanics, Chris Shipman, how long did you work for just Williams, or was it several different places?
I started out working at Capcom.
Oh, cool.
Heard of it. Don't act brand new.
They started out as GameStar, and then they They hired me as GameStar, then they changed their name to Capcom, and then they went out of business.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And
Sad.
yeah, and then I was at Williams, and then Midway Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the ride.
Yep.
What do you do now? Are you doing any games now, or are you just like, you're like, man, I had my moment?
Yeah. No, I've been out of the industry for over 20 years.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Living that high
it
life.
didn't feel like it when you had that when we
he's
had the
like,
table open.
I'm gonna well, Nick, here I want to show them the picture.
Oh, it's so
we'll
good.
put it on the screen
Yeah,
at
yeah.
some point.
Yeah.
But
Make
like,
sure you
just,
show it to me, yeah.
bro, like Chris he popped off that hoodie, like guns ablazing,
Had
got
the
into his
perfect
bag,
tool
had
for the job.
perfect tool for the job, dove in there, saved the day, MacGyvered and
It was
everything.
amazing.
It was incredible.
That was just an act of God that I had that tool on me.
It was
I'm
so
serious.
funny.
Like
What was the tools like? What was it? Was it just
a
like
9-volt battery.
Yeah. With raw wires, just to like connect
With
to
raw
the
wires.
motor to like give
I
it
just
some
happened
voltage to
to-
turn.
I just
Well, I
happened
know
to
you
have
have a special gift for us this evening,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that
and
later.
That's why I have the.
We got to keep
Yeah.
them coming. We
It's
don't.
so
You can't
funny.
leave. You have to see what we got. Because not only do we have Chris Shipman in the room, Chris
Yeah.
Shipman also has an incredible thing to show you that I
Yep.
guarantee you're going to freaking love. And we got some hot Monster Bash action, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
was one of my favorites, if not my
Oh, yeah.
favorite. Not to mention, chat, brand new report from me that is not available online. I will be premiering tonight.
Ooh, cool.
So stick around. We got a lot of new stuff. Shu says we need you to come out of retirement one last time.
One last time.
Jay Ruler, you are currently at work with your earbuds. Don't tell my boss. 6-day work week. On that note, what's the worst job I've ever had? Oh, that's a good question. Nick, what's the worst job you ever had?
Ooh, dog walking, not because of the dogs, but because of the person that owned the company. But
Chris,
I loved
what's
that
the worst
job.
you ever had?
Me?
Working on Monster. No, just kidding.
No. Part-time Janine Garofalo impersonator.
No one could have guessed. That's like a 1 in a billion chance someone
I
was going to
have
guess that.
So many
No
questions.
fucking way.
I need to know.
No way,
No, it's
dude.
not true. I just made that up.
Oh my god.
Because in my mind, I'm going like, what would
So
you do? Like
gullible.
a wig? Like, was it like Inner Mystery Men days or like Truth About Cats and Dogs? Oh, Lost Our Wolf says you made their childhood. Congratulations, Chris.
Amazing.
Pretty dope. Glad the game is working. That's cool. Worked
Yeah.
at Capcom. Did
Yeah,
you
we
ever work
should,
on anything Mega Man? Is a
Mega
question.
Man?
Yeah, on the
No.
chat. No, okay.
I worked at Capcom though. Yeah, Capcom Coin Op.
Oh, okay. So like,
okay.
so like arcade tables.
Yes. So yeah, Capcom Coin Op was in Arlington Heights, and we did pinball and what they call redemption games.
Go on.
Oh.
You know the games where you do a thing and you get tickets. That
Oh,
you can
yeah,
let's
right.
go.
Okay, yeah, I hear
we
you.
did-
I
we
hear you.
made those too.
Okay.
Oh.
The
What's one that you remember fondly?
Goofy Hoops.
that's a fun
It's a
title.
basketball game.
Ooh, I
Goofy
love
Hoops
it.
is my OnlyFans page. Jay
Ooh.
Ruler says, "Hydrate, you legends. What are we hydrating
Yeah,
with? Oh,
yeah,
we have
I
to
was
talk about
actually
the
just
rules.
gonna do that.
We haven't talked about the rules, Chris. You don't know about the rules
Okay.
because YouTube is super sensitive these
Yeah.
days. What isn't? We have to be very particular about how we take care of ourselves this evening. So we're not allowed to mention certain things. We can, however, say we're going to hydrate.
Yeah.
And if you're in the chat and you want to tell us what we're going to hydrate with, you post a little money in the chat. We do a little shot ski of the hydration, and you see this. Hydrate. Yeah, that's what we do. So what are we hydrating with tonight? You guys know the drill. Kick us some money. Tell us what we're hydrating with.
I'm gonna get
all proceeds go to this.
I'm gonna-
and to keep doing this.
I'm gonna get Pinball Santa in here. We're gonna start a
Yeah.
4-player group. I'm gonna bring some hydration in.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What's our
You
first
good?
hydration?
Yeah. What's
for
our
the
first
night?
hydration?
Guys, you have to tell us. We just got a
Yeah?
little cash. So, I mean,
What are we
we
gonna
want to
do?
keep it. We want to keep it simple. We want to do like a little. What do you wanna start
Little
with?
capital W Iski.
Oh yeah, let's do a
Yeah,
little
let's
Chinsky.
start with Chinskis.
Let's get some whiskers.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Okay.
get Pinball Santa in here.
Get Pinball Santa Claus in here. Meantime, Chris Shipman, welcome. I
Thank
am
you. It's good to be
overjoyed
here.
and overwhelmed that you are here. It is always a pleasure running into you at the bars, and I've kept it inside and not given myself permission to fanbird out about you, but I'm going to tonight, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. So you all know in the chat. Oh, Long Island iced tea. Okay, we'll see. Jerry Lewis says Johnny Vegas. All right, I love it. Redemption games like that cowboy game everybody loved. He means Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's different.
Well, actually, I can't tell who said that.
That's a different kind
shoot.
of redemption.
Sorry, they mean Red Dead Redemption. Anyway, well, it's $2, so like half a Coke. Shoe, you're on fire tonight. But yeah, look at you, the kid that made your own Rube Goldberg machine. Seems like a pinball's natural successor to that. The question on the table, Chris, how'd you get started in the business?
How did I get started?
Yep.
Oh, it's
Well, you don't want to know
thank you,
how
sir.
I got started. I'm not even in the business.
It's a long story.
Well, we got all night. That you're comfortable telling us, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Cool. Unless it gets really dramatic and it
No.
becomes like the kid stays in the picture.
No, it's
and then
actually-
we have to make a documentary
It's
about
actually kind of a cool story.
it. Okay, yeah. Well, how did you get involved?
So I was fresh out of college, and
What's that like?
and it was like back in '93, '94, right?
Okay.
And I didn't have any experience, and no one was hiring anywhere. And I lived in Boston, and
We're in Boston.
Natick,
Hey, I've been to Natick. But I
Yeah.
kind of like the music.
probably to the Natick Mall.
True, yeah, that's definitely why I was there. Oh, Jake, hello, buddy. Come on, I'm sorry, we were just saying hello to the chat while you're telling us stories of your days in Natick.
Yeah, and my girlfriend lived in Chicago, and
That's where we are.
so okay. So how did I meet her? All right, I'll give you the long story. My girlfriend and I met in Africa, in the Peace Corps,
Whoa.
and then when we came, she was from Chicago and I was from Boston,
Whoa.
right? And then we came back from the Peace Corps, and I went back to Boston and she went back to Chicago, and I looked for a job in Boston, could not find one. So I said, you know what, let me just move out to Chicago to live with her and I'll find a job there. So I moved out to Chicago in February of '94. And
94, great year for movies.
yeah, Pulp Fiction.
And the Jim Carrey Renaissance began in
Okay.
94.
Yeah.
The chat knows because we talk about it all the time.
And,
Continue, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, hydration.
Hey.
We're learning the story. The legend of how Chris got into pinball.
So, so I sent out 1 million resumes and didn't hear back from anyone. Like, I sent out 100 resumes to not hear back from a single person. And then I was just sitting around and I said, you know what? I'm going to go down to the UIC Career Center and see if they have any job postings. And I didn't go to UIC, but they had a reciprocity with my college that I went to, the University of Connecticut,
Whoa.
where we could use each other's career centers. So I went to the career center and I looked on the bulletin board and there were all these job postings, and one of them was from a company called GameStar. And I said, oh, that's interesting. And they were going to be doing on-campus interviews. So I was like, great, I'll do an on-campus interview with GameStar. And they're like, oh, no, sorry. We have a reciprocal agreement with University of Connecticut. You can use the Career Center, but you are not permitted to do any on-campus interviews.
Boo! Fuck the man!
So I said, all right, well, but you can't stop me from just sending them my resume on my own.
Hell yeah!
And they were like,
Stick it!
They were like, yeah, of course you can do that.
Nice.
So I just got the address and sent my resume in to this job opening. And the way I like to think it happened is the guy who had to hire someone, he had this gigantic stack of resumes from UIC, probably 100 resumes on his desk that for the people that were getting interviewed on campus. And then right next to that stack, my resume just came through by itself. And he just looked at mine and he was like, oh, this guy seems fine. And,
Yeah, suck it.
and they didn't even interview any of the other people. He just
Damn. Just scorched earth, man.
He just
got him.
He called me in, and I went in for the interview, and his name was Claude Fernandez. He was the manager of the mechanical engineering department, and he was
Okay.
also a game designer in his own
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
A really nice guy. He's a French man from Algeria.
yeah. Oh.
Very, very nice guy, and he hired me on the spot.
Whoa.
And that's how I got started.
That's how we got started.
At GameStar in Arlington
Damn.
Heights.
GameStar, Skip Redstone, not GameStop. Completely different experience.
GameStar,
Shoe
right.
says Boston to Shelbyville to Chicago, Springfield. You're not wrong. Oh, by the way, we got to hydrate, everybody. Jumps in. Oh, and thank you, Amy Crash. We got our second hydration of the night. We got to do orange crash. Anyway, we got to do this first. Ginam!
Hydrate.
Ah.
I got to.
Thank you for participating. Thank you all for being here. That was delicious. Whiskers hydration. But Skip, you say that GameStop is based where you are. I've never been to the original GameStop. I'd love to go check it out sometime. Anyway, here we are. Here we are with the amazing Chris Shipman, who after just totally like jumping in there Alexander Hamilton style and being like, I want to be in the room where it happens. And people were like, I don't know, dude. And you were like, bam, resume.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was the inspiration for that Lin-Manuel Miranda musical. And now here we are. Legendary pinball design and mechanics.
All
But,
right.
like, how's that work? So,
I'm going to start. Thank you.
while this is happening, we're going to start playing.
I'm going to start a 3-player, unless you want to play one, Chris.
Chris, if you want to play.
No?
go
Okay,
ahead.
we'll do a 3-player. Or actually, I'll get Anna in it.
All right, so the question I think
Anna.
on everybody's mind in the chat right
Anna.
now, Chris,
Anna.
is that
Anna.
what is specifically mechanics? Like, what is that? How would you describe what it is
All right,
that
what are
you
you
do in pinball?
I'm going to go first.
Because you weren't the game designer,
Right.
but you
So
did build the
basically-
thing.
Right. The game designer, it's his game. He's the boss.
That's George Gomez.
That's George Gomez. He's in charge of everything.
He's Nick Fury in this analogy.
Yeah, and we just get shit done for him.
Yep.
Cool.
So
Very
like,
democratic.
so like Lyman Sheets does all the software, and Greg Ferrez did the artwork, and
Greg Ferrez of Revenge from Mars, right?
probably.
Yeah.
He was probably on Revenge for Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg Ferrez, and there was another guy working with him. I forget his name, but younger guy.
Jerk.
And then the mechanical guys, and I should emphasize, like, if you look on the play field, it says my name, Chris Shipman, and it says Bob Friesel, right?
Right.
And that's true, but the truth is there's other guys in the engineering department who also pitched in and did a bunch of design work as well. Like, there's a guy named Armando who did the mummy mechanism. There's a guy named Ben Rodriguez who did the creature thingy.
Yeah, I have a lot of
And
questions about the
I
creature
think he
thing.
might have done the Dracula as well. And the truth is, I actually came into the project like halfway through.
Oh, wow.
They were like already working on the first prototype when they hired me at Williams.
Whoa.
Yeah, and that was kind of a funny story how George got me in there.
That's
But,
George Gomez.
George Gomez.
This is like when it's
Great
like hanging
man.
out in
Great
Hollywood when they're talking about movies. They're like, well, Steven asked me to be a part of this. You're like, he's talking about Steven Spielberg. Anyway, you're talking about George Gomez. Elena, hello.
Sorry,
Good
not
night.
sorry.
Be safe.
Sure,
Have a nice night.
They're on first
Jay Ruler
first name
says,
basis.
Jay Ruler, what's up, Tom? It's Nerds, everyone. Nerds has made it into the room. Jay Ruler, please let us see your celebrity impression. We'll do that in a little bit. I want to hear the rest of this story first. It's Pinball Law. That's Anna, pinball. She's a lawyer and also a law and pinball. More pinball than law.
I have the Mosh Pit multi-ball score on this game right now. My initials are
wow.
AMC.
You're
That's
dealing
impressive.
with an actual pro right now.
That's
so
very
I
impressive.
How does it
should
feel
not have
seeing-
said that before playing.
how does it feel seeing your art being handled by such a professional?
It's humbling.
Disappointing.
So yeah, how do you describe the job, right? Well played, thank you, Amy. Because you're basically, you came in late on this one.
Yeah.
What did you ended up like? Where can we see your work on this?
The main mechanism I specifically did was the actually the thing that wasn't working when we walked in
Oh,
here
the
today.
Frankenstein's monster? The coolest fucking
no.
part of the game?
No, Bob Friesel did that.
Oh,
I
okay.
did the bookcase underneath.
Oh,
it
the
that
bookcase
goes up and
underneath the
down.
thing. Oh, that's also dope. Because, like,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, because you haven't played this, what is going on? When you bash the Frankenstein's monster target, there's a drop target underneath it that goes down.
Yeah.
And then that becomes a ramp, and then that's how you lock your multi-ball.
Yeah. I like to think of it as a secret book. You know, like in haunted houses,
Right.
there's always a bookcase where if you pull a candelabra,
Yeah.
the bookcase spins around.
I've
and-
seen it in films. I tend to avoid ghosts.
Yeah.
I'm jittery as it is.
So I like to think of it as a bookcase that drops down.
That's
but,
really awesome.
But I don't know where I got that from.
Well, I don't know. As monsters, I feel like it's kind of shooting fish in a barrel there. Skip says, I bet if she gets a tilt, she says objection. You're not wrong. I've seen it happen. Anyway, we're here with the great. How do I feel about? Oh, okay, Amy Ezekwe. We're here with the great Chris Shipman. Let me finish what I was saying, chat. Oh, you're all so excited. Good, get lit. Amy Crash says, how do you
right.
feel about the use of magnets?
Yeah. How the fuck do they work?
Who's that question for?
You, they're all going to be for you.
Okay.
How do you
Nobody
feel about,
wants to talk to us.
How do you feel about the use of magnets?
Yeah, like the use of magnets and
I
tables.
think they're very underappreciated and underused.
I
They should
agree.
be used more.
I agree.
Yeah.
There's a couple of really cool things I've seen recently, like Stranger Things has a really cool magnetic function with the telekinesis thing. X-Men has a cool one because Magneto grabs or the Sentinel grabs the ball, so does Magneto. Like, thematically, I think it could be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
What's the first game to ever really use magnets in play like that?
Well, technically solenoids are magnets, and like everything on the pinball machine is run
Nerd
by a
alert.
solenoid.
Yeah, welcome
I
to the
love
nerd
that.
zone.
Yes.
That's
Sorry.
actually facts.
No,
though.
don't be sorry. Look,
No,
look what
'cause
you're
the-
dealing with here.
Like that's
You should
real
feel
shit.
at home. This is a safe space.
If it wasn't for magnets, we wouldn't have flippers, we wouldn't
Yeah.
have drop targets,
Yeah,
we wouldn't have anything. It's all magnets nowadays.
What's
Those
the
kids and their magnets.
transformer electromagnetism shit kind of going? Yeah. Oh, I just got a really sick shot. I'm really proud of
It's all
myself for that
magnets
one.
and ball bearings.
So yeah, because you got Centaur is a quest. Game Time Television thinks Centaur was the first one to use magnets. Interesting. I don't know. Shoot, put the candle back. I would love to see a young Frankenstein table. I think that'd be dope. What's gonna happen when we create a pinball for every piece of media? Awesome times, Connor. It's gonna be a great world. Magnets, how do they work?
Phantom Flip
To
just
my
fucked me
juggalos
over.
in the struggalo. That's an ICP reference, Chris. Now, I met Chris at the show that I do on Saturdays. Chris was actually dressed as a Borg.
Oh yeah.
You were Locutus.
Yep.
A
For your
Borg?
Trek. Yeah, you were. Chris came as Locutus of Borg,
That was my
the Halloween show.
Halloween costume.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Yeah, Jay Ruler, Nerd Alert is a compliment. And ball degauzing
Chris,
is
are you
necessary.
a big Star
Interesting.
Trek fan?
My girlfriend is, Selena.
Okay.
She's a huge Next Generation fan.
Oh, I love TNG. Deep
Yeah.
Space Nine was good though politically, but TNG's always been my
Yeah,
favorite.
she's
And here you were worried about
TNG
Nerd Alert.
girl.
I am
Like,
nerds.
You're in-house.
I am nerds.
Hello. Kirsten is here. Hello, good to see you. Welcome.
You're a TNG girl, right?
We are here
Yeah.
with Chris Shipman, who did the mechanics on Monster Bash, which you're looking at right now. And as you know, Kirsten, it's my favorite table.
Ball degaussing. Is
Yeah.
it necessary?
I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I can answer that. Chris?
No, I've never seen a ball degaussed. I've seen a video screen degaussed.
What is that?
Oh, it's really freaky.
Cool.
Yeah, there's this guy at Williams named this guy. He was like a mad genius
Love it.
physicist,
Is there any other kind?
and
All right.
but I think he had like a degree in physics, and he
Cool.
was like super genius. But his job at Williams was he programmed the CNC machine or something like that.
CNC machine.
And he like
Is pinball law okay?
I saw somebody said I don't yell. I yell objection when it tilts. It's
Yeah.
the opposite during depositions. If I object, I go tilt. When I'm excited, I go white water. So almost right.
Yeah, you almost had it. You should probably start watching Star Trek at some point. Shu says, still waiting for a real-life Pokemon table with a Pokeball as a ball.
Ooh.
They never made a Pokemon pinball table. Now, here's something I learned over at Stern. If you say pinball table, you sound gauche.
Really?
They're like, no, it's pinball machine. But then they also told me that pop bumpers could also called jets.
yeah, I've always called them jet bumpers.
Interesting.
Wait, Like
Oh,
at
come
Williams, we called them jet bumpers.
Bummer.
Or just jets.
Which
We
is
call
why
them jets.
in this game it says shoot the jets.
Okay.
And I never knew what that was
Oh, 'cause you
until
call 'em pop
because we call them
bumpers?
pop bumpers.
I've never heard them called pop bumpers.
I'd never heard them called jets.
I've heard them called jets, and I've heard them called star bumpers.
I love star bumpers.
I've never heard pop.
Star bumpers sounds like you're doing cocaine.
I
Did you
always
ever hear
like-
them called star bumpers, Arunas?
No, that's the first time I've ever heard
Yeah,
that
star
one.
bumpers. I think.
Star bumpers, pop bumpers, and jets. It's
But-
kind of like bubbler and water fountain.
But right. Oh, I'm from Boston, so I say
Right, I
bubbler.
figure you'd know. You'd say bubbler. You also say soda.
I say soda. But soda is gaining in popularity nationwide. And,
Truth.
Everyone says soda these days.
I mean,
No
I
one
like-
says pop anymore.
well, I don't
Well,
know.
it's shrinking. I shouldn't say nobody.
Well, I haven't had a soda in a while anyway. That's mostly just spirits for me. However, at least this is in Texas where everything is Coke, including Coke. Was it a CNC Music Factory? No, it wasn't, but I wish. That just needs a little touch of love, and anything can be a CNC Music Factory. Its only pinball table is from the region of France. Yeah, Jeremy, its only a pinball table is from the table region of France. Shoot, bump around
Dude.
the jets.
I just got showed some amazing Star Trek cosplay photos, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
This is his
Yeah.
Locutus one, right?
We would really like to see that on the stream.
We could watch that.
It's pretty good. It's
Of course,
like
yeah.
very well done.
All right, so this is how I met Chris when he was dressed as Locutus of Borg. I mean, it's a little fuzzy, but you can kind of figure it out. Very extensive work, sir.
Go right ahead. Show anything you want.
That's Selena.
Well, I mean, assuming.
This is exciting. Yeah. That's how I met him.
That's amazing.
I drink almost exclusively water because I'm better than all of you. Yeah, Amy, it is super cool. Oh, you
Are
never
you
say
kidding
Coke
me?
when referring to soft drinks. Skip, I was told that that's what happens in Texas. And also what happens in Texas is bigger and stays in Texas. Can you confirm or deny? We're up here in Chicago. We're a very long way. But I have been to Spain, and I like the music. Oh, Tom's taking his jersey off.
Wow, I like your shirt.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's on theme.
Wow. That is such a cool. That is so on theme.
Tom,
Oh, well,
can you save some ass for the rest of us, man? What's
Well-
up, King?
a lot of people who watch know my gimmick is different shirts for different tables.
Different shirts for different
Wow.
splurts. And right now we're doing the Monster Bash
Dude, that is so cool.
with Chris Shipman, mechanics on Monster Bash, which for those of you just joining us, one of my favorite things that's happened on this stream in 1,000 years. It's been 1,000 years since we started doing the stream, by the way. The ramp wasn't working underneath Frankenstein's monster before we started the stream. And Chris was like, well, hang on, because like I helped build the thing. And then dove in there like Indiana Jones and like saved the day. I have pictures. They are going on my Instagram. And now we are here with Chris. You've always said soda pop sounded weird to me. Okay, well, isn't Texas that place with all the blonde women in skimpy clothes wearing cowboy hats? No, that's Nashville. People do call them Cokes, and I know you told me. Skip, I know. I think it's more important than they know. Tom's not doing terrible. He's just mad. Who's up next? Pinball Law is back in the house.
I was trying to go for the Monster Bash multi-ball instead of Frankenstein, and that was a mistake.
She's just trying to show off because you're here, Chris.
Well,
Sure.
it's working.
Aw. I'm doing a great job.
You're doing a great job.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You're doing fine. Watch me dive.
That was I never had a flipper on the ball.
Ah.
I plunged and I never had a flipper the entire time. It's
Well, I
just-
feel like you can raise some legal questions about what's going on with this board. You get workman's comp. As you can tell, Chris, things go very professionally on the
Yeah.
Chad cast.
I can see that.
Chris, what is your skincare routine? Okay, good question from Connor.
Me?
You do look like you're glowing.
I try to bathe every day.
Nice. Go on. Solid
And,
advice, guys.
And I do use a lot of moisturizer, actually.
Are you an Aveeno kind of human?
What's that?
Or
Is that
it's
the
a
brand? It's a
lotion.
brand of lotion.
It is a brand of lotion.
No, I use Gold Bond,
Gold Bond.
I think.
There's a good one there.
Yeah. And I apply it liberally,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
So moisturize, bathe. Things to note. Write it down. And water. I'm assuming you drink a lot of water.
Yeah, reasonable amount. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So reasonable amount of water. There you go. There's your routine.
Water is good.
Shoo, not so much objection as it is. Hold it! Will it be a graveyard smash? Well, only time will tell. Right now, we got Pinball Santa on the board with 5 million. Trying to light up that Dracula, looks like. Trying to hit that orbit for a minute there. Oh, I think he's definitely lighting up Dracula. What's going on? Meantime, Nick is taking the lead at 14 million.
Actually, I try to let Dracula kind of happen on its own.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a strategy. You don't want to light Dracula until it's time, though. So what are you loading up right now?
I'm trying to get everything lit.
Okay. Well, that's the name of the show.
I got Werewolf running right now, Wolfman.
Yeah.
My strategy is generally just to try to get as many points as possible.
True, that is the way to go.
Well, he would know. He worked on the game, Aruna.
Yeah.
This is his baby. How
So-
long did it take to make this thing?
Like a year cycle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's churn them out at about one a year, I think.
What are those meetings like? Are you like in the room with like the designers and everybody in the room being like, okay, let's hear from this department, let's hear from that department? Are there like big group meetings or anything?
No,
Or?
no, it was pretty informal. It was pretty. Yeah, it was really nice that way. It was not corporate at all. It's the opposite of corporate.
Was it like Atari in the 70s where you guys just like meeting in hot tubs?
Boo this man.
Oh, La Provence's magnets rule.
No
All
hot
right.
tubs, but no like board meetings either. It was like, no, it was a neat place.
Yeah?
Lyman's
And cool
Lament.
atmosphere, yeah.
Lyman's Lament.
That's the 7th song on the Monsters of Rock CD.
For those of you who don't understand what we're talking about when we say Lyman, Lyman Sheets Jr. Is a programmer, legendary programmer, who passed away, and also programmed this one. So, and you got to hang out with Lyman at some point,
Yeah.
right?
You know what? I have a funny story about Lyman.
3?
So like, I met Lyman at Williams in Chicago, right?
Williams, yep.
And
Oh, by the way, Nick is your hype man. So whenever you say a word that he's like, we need to
Oh,
put a
yeah,
little
I'm
pepper
so
on
about
this,
it.
he's going to be on it.
Yeah,
so if you're like, I was at Williams in Chicago, he's gonna be
Williams.
like, yo, Williams, Chicago.
From Chicago.
so I told Lyman that I was from Natick, Massachusetts. And he said, oh, really? I'm from Wayland, Massachusetts.
I didn't know he was from Mass.
And I said, oh, really? My next door neighbor in Natick was a teacher, a high school teacher in Wayland, Massachusetts. He said, oh, really? What was your next door neighbor's name? I said, Mrs. Blaha. He
Okay.
said, that was my math teacher.
What?
What the fuck? You had the same.
You had the same.
No
That's
way,
insane.
dude. That's wild.
Guys,
That's
That was
fucking
kismet.
wild.
just having you both in the same room. That
We
must have
both
been
lived
wild.
in Chicago, and we both knew my next door neighbor was his math teacher,
That's insane, dude.
Mrs. Blaha.
And there
was
you
it?
found you guys working on, and then like you worked on this, and now you're here. Like that's wild, man.
Yeah, it was serendipitous.
Yeah, and I bet it was just fun. Like I bet it was just a good group because I've met a couple of these guys, and they all just like really mellow, cool guys.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a really good atmosphere. It was hard work though. Like
I mean,
George is, or I think a lot of it I put on myself, but
well, and we reap the benefits, so we're not mad at you for like driving yourself crazy.
we did work pretty hard, but it was definitely a good atmosphere, and it was relaxed and casual, and you just wear a t-shirt and jeans and get your hands dirty.
Yeah, when I went over to Stern to meet those guys, everybody dressed like they were like either stage hands
Yeah.
or they wanted to like sell me a microbrew, and I was like, oh, I'm way overdressed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's. And Williams, where I worked at California and Roscoe, it was a.
Is that not there anymore? Is it?
It's not. No, but it was a dumpy old place.
Never forget Chicago. That's where it all
Yeah.
comes from, kids.
And they used to build the pinballs right there, and the factory was right there in the building. But then by the time I started working there, they had moved the factory to Waukegan, Illinois.
Oh, wow. Is it
So-
because Williams is no longer in operation? Right?
Right.
Okay.
And
History.
so we designed them in Chicago, and then I had to drive like 45 minutes north to Waukegan when it came time to manufacture the game. And
Now, when you were there for the manufacturing, were you just like you had to test every table, or what's the deal?
no, I just like kind of went there just to like put out any fires and just make sure everything
Literally
was
any
running smoothly.
fires? Or?
No.
Okay.
No,
I
there's
was
a
joking,
whole-
but you saw how serious. He's like, well, no, actually. There's a rule.
No, you just kind of have to go there, like especially at the beginning when the production line is getting up and running. You just have to go there and make sure. I mean, it's a pinball machine. There's thousands of parts. Like something's
Yeah,
gonna
you're
go
basically
wrong.
playing a Swiss clock.
Yeah, something's gonna need some attention, and so you just have to kind of go and make sure everything's running smoothly and iron out any kinks.
Jeremy Myers, is that irony? Probably. It's Jeremy. It's Jeremy Irons is what it is. Blahaj, the IKEA shark? No, Shu. But, like, if we could get the IKEA shark on here, that'd be dope. Bravant, Young Frankenstein IP for the win. I agree. Connor, if you owned a company, you'd have meetings at Trampoline Park? Hell yeah, bud. Oh, Shu, it's the gaming equivalent of critics gleaming way too much detail in a story that the author didn't intend. My strategy is to do this. Yeah, I made it so you get points. Sierra also did hot tub meetings. Jerry, Sierra Computer Games apparently also did hot tub meetings, like Atari did. Do you know about Sierra, like the old point-and-click games, like King's Quest and that kind of stuff?
I don't know those.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. You know, we're not here to talk about them. They're nerds.
No, we're not. We're not nerds.
Not at all, not here. Oh, thank you so much, Jay Ruler. This machine is lit. Try some hydration from the Jameson. I think we could do that. What else we got going on? Chat, let's talk about it. How are we all feeling tonight? I have some things we're going to see tonight that you've never seen before. One of them is a brand new report from me that's coming up in the next hour. It's never been seen, and I'm going to be premiering it tonight on the stream, so stay tuned on that. We've also got the great Chris Shipman here, who was mechanics on this very table.
Over 20 years ago.
20 years, humans! Several times around the sun that you didn't even drive the planet. The planet drove you. And here we are, staring down the face of this one. This is a remaster of the original table.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, those of you who are just joining us, I did learn from Stern that they say if you say table, it's gauche. So I'm going to go with table because I'm feeling very gauche tonight.
Yeah.
What did you all call? Because you call them like jets and star
so
whappers, and you call them flompers. I don't know, man.
At Williams, we never said table. We always said pinball machine.
I don't know where I got table from. I think it was from American. But they said, like, you should call it a table. And I did, and then Stern was like, nerd. New name, you're here. Hello.
Uh-oh.
Skip Redstone,
New
kicking us
name.
some cash. What are we hydrating with, Skip?
Yeah, dude.
Chadwick Elizabeth von Mannerstein St. Vitalius Nugget.
Ooh, new one.
Chris, that's my friend new name.
Yeah,
he comes
everyone
in
gets
the
a new
chat
name
and gives
from-
me a new name.
Oh.
Say that again, Chadwick Elizabeth.
Chadwick Elizabeth von
Say that 10 times
Mannerstein
fast.
St. Vitalius Nugget is my name for the night.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, new name always makes me feel like a lord or a like samurai, one of
Yeah.
the two. Shoo, I'm straight up not having a good time, but you guys keep on keeping on.
I love that meme so
Shoo,
much.
you're not having a good time. Why not? Tell me
Woo.
what's going on over there. I'm sorry. I mean, like we're out. It's been a
Jesus
rough.
Christ.
It's been a rough year, no doubt, guys.
And it's only January.
Yeah.
Oh,
Order
yeah.
a Chad the Bird, pink lemonade with vodka. Okay.
I don't think you're allowed to say the V word
Vodka.
on YouTube.
Well, I can say about it. We're not going to do that. Instead,
Oh.
we're going to.
Hydrate.
Oh, shit. There we go. What'd you say?
Oh.
Hello. What happened, everyone? Things are going down.
What's happening?
Oh, you're sick? Oh, Shoo, I hate it. Chris, Shoestring is sick. Shoestring is one of our most loyal folks that have come through the Discord in some time. Shoestring even made the journey to Chicago and is also, super down with the deep dive. And here we are, in like some crazy oasis of the deep dive, talking to you, Chris Shipman. Is there any advice you could give Shu about not feeling well?
I would say zinc.
Are you serious?
Zinc, I have heard that works.
Yeah, but only in the first 24 hours of symptoms.
Yeah, you hear that, Shu? God, you're an expert in everything. MacGyver repair in the house! V for Nessa says, just chilling, watching you guys while enjoying a strawberry Modelo Chelada? Well, well, well. If only the chat had enough cash to make sure that we could hydrate with a Modelo Chelada. But that's a little rich for our blood.
And unavailable.
It's also unavailable here. Well, Shu, we're sorry you're sick, but we're here to keep you entertained. You don't have to type if you don't want to, but like just know that we're like here for you if you need us to send you some stuff. A Lord Mariah, if you will, Jeremy Myers. You cad. January's been the longest year in history, it's true. January's been a hell of a year, guys. Well, it's something I've been having on and off all winter, but thanks. I'm sorry. It feels like there's a ton of weird colds going around. Some of them bird, by the way. Check your eggs.
Bird flu, yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out, Chad.
It's got chili in it. Yeah! Yeah, Nessa. Listen, Nessa. Nessa. God, I want to watch Wicked. Anyway, we can't right now because we're hanging out with All right. Nick, take it in. Yeah, it gets pretty dramatic here, friends. Chad, am I going to do a thing about bird flu? I might, but in the meantime, we got to take a break. Don't anybody go anywhere, and make sure you stay for the breaks because you might see a brand new report from me that you can't see anywhere else. In the meantime, we'll be back in a few minutes with Chris Shipman and this game live from Logan Arcade. And yeah, keep kicking us cash and letting us know what we're going to hydrate with because I'm feeling we might get a little lit tonight. We all need a little help these days. A helping hand, an arm to steady ourselves on, a friend in times of need. Hi, my name is Chad, and for just a few simple purchases at my merch store on my website, you can be that person. Because all proceeds from chadthebird.com/merch go to me, because I'm poor. Every hour, my bills are growing. The electric bill was fucking ridiculous this month. Like, I barely use my TV, seriously. For just one purchase of an official Chad the Bird sticker, hat, shirt, or hoodie, I could make better choices, smarter choices, in frozen pizzas. I can enjoy a beer that doesn't cause me to shit so loud it sets off a car alarm or scares the neighbor's dog. With your help, I could pay my rent on time and not have to pretend I was out of town. Shit, did I say that out loud? Okay. If Mr. Bogdan is watching, this is an act. I'm just acting. I was in St. Louis for real. If you or anyone you know is experiencing rough times like these, don't worry about them. They'll be fine. They always figure it out. Me, I don't have thumbs, and I'm tiny. I'm like 3 apples fucking high. And I want to get high. 'Cause it's stressful. But weed's pricey now, so like I gotta resort to that shitty stuff that Tyler's roommate Keith sells, and it's got seeds in it. Please don't leave me in the cold, smoking shitty ditchweed. It sucks, and I look gross doing it. It doesn't take much to make someone's day, so make mine, and buy some stuff. It's cool shit, too, look at it. Look at this guy. He works in programming, so you know he has his choice in attire, and he chose my stuff, so be like that guy and make a smart business decision. For a simple purchase of a hoodie, hat, shirt, or sticker, you can make a good business decision and help me have money so I can too. We all need a little help these days, a helping hand, an arm to steady ourselves on, a friend in times of need. So, buy my stuff and be that person tonight.
Bon appetit, my little gooligans. Hey, why did the ghost starch his sheet? He wanted to scare everyone stiff. Oh, look at me. I'm laughing till I'm coughing. I'd tell you something scarier, but I don't have the guts. I'm Lars Pulowski.
And I'm Olaf Pulowski,
co-owner and founder of Pasta Passions.
Right off of 95th and Cermak.
Come on down on Monday nights, taco night.
Need something light before a movie? Why don't you come in for a basket of chicken wings with some ranch dressing and carrots?
Tuesdays, the family feast.
Bring your kids, you have a guaranteed place to sit.
Feeling frisky? Fantastic. We're famous for our fish fry.
We got a steak dinner that you gotta see to eat.
On Wednesday night, pancake supper. Also, Fridays.
Pasta's something we're crazy about.
So come on
down to Pasta
Passions. Where
pasta is the thing we're crazy about.
We like pasta.
We're open on Saturdays.
Look, I'm no critic. I love an ecto cooler with my personal pan pizza, watching Back to the Future 2. And at a time when Weird Al was blasting on the airwaves, it should be no surprise that the 80s were really out there. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. And you got some insane classics back then. If you pitched them today, it would get you checked into rehab. E.T., Ghostbusters, Nightmare on Elm Street, Bill and Ted, Roger Rabbit, whatever the fuck was happening here. But classics aside, y'all were out of control and horny. Here are some examples. Earth Girls Are Easy. Jeff Goldblum, Jim Carrey, and Damon Wayans are three aliens that look like Fanta flavors. They crash land in Gina Davis's pool because they were horny, and then they get a makeover so they can all bang. Oh, also, it's a musical. Speaking of weird, horny monsters, My Demon Lover. Mallory Keaton's boyfriend Nick from Family Ties is a homeless musician who turns into a demon when he gets a boner. That's it. That's the whole movie. People saw that movie in theaters and then had to go home together. And no doubt one of them used this movie as an excuse for being a lousy fuck. Because, hey, at least I'm not a demon. Or the people that greenlit My Demon Lover. My Science Project. This one's about a dude who's really into cars. He finds a glowing whatever the fuck ever from space. It looks like something you can get from Sharper Image. Or Spencer's Gifts if you're as horny as the last movie. And it works, because movie. It creates a time vortex over the school, and then there's a T-Rex. And Dennis Hopper, which is kinky. Because he kind of played a T-Rex later in the Super Mario Brothers movie. But don't get me started on the 90s. You think the 80s were weird? Take all that creativity, but lose the horny, because everyone's just so fucking over it. Anyway, classics aside, the 80s were wild and sweaty and horny, and cocaine is a hell of a drug. So, guess I figured out what the fuck was up with movies in the 80s. Anyway, it's what I was just thinking.
I'm Lars Pulowski.
And I'm Olaf Pulowski.
And we
do law. Are you currently someone who is in need of law? Well, look no further than us, because we do it.
Have you been hurt? Have you hurt somebody? Are you planning on hurting somebody?
Got a car you need to finance? Don't call us, but we'll make sure that car is street legal.
Don't suffer in silence.
We don't do just fine print. We do the finest print. Your print will be fine.
Zoning, divorce, custody, franchising. We got every kind of law there is.
That is a legal guarantee.
'Cause we do law.
Come on down. Don't come down.
As legal counsel, I don't advise you to come down.
Call us at 777-7
Law LAWS.
Law LAWN. We do law. I'll also do your line.
It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. My time. Time zones are stupid. Anyway, it's time for a show. I hope you're ready because it's going to happen live. Oh, hey, it's me. Oh, hey, I look pretty good. Yeah, I know where I was going. Chad gets light. Lit. Yeah. All right, well, fuck off, man. I don't have time for this. Oh, I'm already getting drunk. Live from Logan Arcade. You knew that. No? No. Oh, shit. I gotta go. All right, let's do this.
Yeah, and we're back. Fractional, you don't have to miss it. We're always around. We're here to do the thing. Jack Dossel breaking the lawn. We're here with Chris Shipman, who worked mechanics at a bunch of different places for a while for a bunch of different machines, including this one. 'Tis the screams in my little gooligans. I hope you've all been nasty little fiends this year. Okay, all right, stomach stop it. This game is a beast. More specifically, a Monster Bash. The 2018 remake limited edition Monster Bash from Chicago Gaming Company, based on the classic 1998 Monster Bash solid-state table from Madman George Gomez, with art by the devious Kevin O'Connor. The music is all rockabilly goodness that we can't play because copyright shit and stuff. But just know that Vince Pontarelli's soundtrack for this big bopper is all bangers. Turn it up if you dare. This particular remastering is the limited edition, so it's got color dot matrix display, enhanced sound system, shaker motors, backbox topper with full color light show featuring some of Universal Studios' most famous monsters. They're getting the band back together, man. Thanks to the software design of the late great legend Lyman Sheets Jr., the scoring is similar to other Williams classics from around the same time, like Attack from Mars and Medieval Madness. The target shots are all spread out in a fan layout, so it's like all right there. Shoot enough targets to collect the Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, Dracula, the Mummy, Frankenstein, and the Bride of Frankenstein, and their respective instruments to start the final wizard mode, the Monsters of Rock. I can't keep doing the accent. Wait, I'll do it like Orson Welles. 3 macabre multiballs, Frankenstein, Monster Bash, and Mosh Pit. Lighting the DIG, that's pretty good, thank you. Lighting the DIG lanes increases your end-of-ball bonus and raises the value of the pop bumpers, as well as 3 phantom flip stand targets to light the inlanes, so the game will actually flip the ball for you, because it's haunted. But that's not all. This Tale of Terror is limited, so that means bitchin' toys. Monster Bash has a Frankenstein on an operating table. It tilts to reveal a center ramp, a moving Dracula target that needs to be hit, an ominously lit, bobbing creature from the Black Lagoon underneath the playfield. There he is. Hey, guy. This one is fucking freaky fun and one of my personal faves. So, rise up from your slab and let's do the bash. It's a graveyard smash. All right, I'm done doing the accents. Let's play the game.
I like that at the end of that little lick, little jab.
I was told, Nick, to do the only celebrity impression that I know how to do.
Oh my God, dude!
And
I can't look at this right now.
I feel like I have to do it because the kids are asking. All right, I'm gonna do the only celebrity impression I know how to do, Chris.
I can't do
Do it.
For those of you
Which
just
one is that?
I'll tell you. For those of you just joining us, I'm here with Chris Shipman, who did mechanics on Monster Bash. Absolute legend in the field. But before we do that, here's the only celebrity impression I actually know, and that is the dragon from the new Stern Dungeons and Dragons pinball table. So if you play the new Dungeons and Dragons, this is another plug for my boys at Stern. Apparently, there's a dragon on the field, and it's an animatronic dragon that spits pinballs, and it looks like this.
Oh my God, it's spot on.
I can't do it.
Oh my God. It's perfect.
It's like your jaw is like perfect for it too. It's stupid.
Yes.
It's like
You must have practiced that a lot.
every time I look over at you, I fucking lose.
Oh, it hurts my neck so bad. Signing up for my only chads, get in there.
My only chads?
Here come the dragon. Yes, hashtag nailed it. Do the frozen peas commercial. Okay. My Orson Welles is pretty good.
You want to start?
Yes. Yeah. Rosebud frozen peas, rich in green peanuts.
You guys ever see The Critic?
That's a joke from the critic. Speaking of the 90s, we're hanging with Chris Shipman, who did mechanics for Monster Bash. How does it feel to be like looking at your table after all these? Now, okay, for those of you still joining us and asking about the table thing, you listen to the broadcast, you go, are we still calling it tables? Are we saying machine? What's the deal? I'm going to continue to say tables because I can on my stream. But you should know if you do that in public and in polite company, you sound gauche. So, like, the guys at Stern say machine, not table. Tom's shaking his head. I'm not sure if that's because of the shot that you missed or what.
No. You do. Well, shot I missed, but you do you.
Okay, I will do me.
Yeah, I think both terms are probably acceptable.
Like
and
pop
you should
bumpers
just
and jets and star.
do whatever feels right.
Star smacks, whatever was it called that you used to call them? Star bumps?
I've heard them called star bumpers.
Well, not all of us grew up in the 80s, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
We
we
didn't
always
get to
said,
hang out at Studio 54.
We always said jet bumpers at Williams.
Okay.
Or
Which is
jet,
why-
just jets. We just said jets.
You just said jets.
Because who has time to say jet bumpers?
Which is why in this game, for those of you that know and have played, they say hit the jets. They're talking about the pop bumpers on the upper right area under the orbit, under the inline, which is where most bumpers are. Great jacket. Thank you so much. What's up, Steven? Steven, Chris, is out in Alaska right now.
Okay. Steven is in Alaska?
Yeah, Steven comes down here all the time.
Wow.
Shoo. Dragon, where did Chad go? Well, thank you so much, Shoo. I do what I can. I always call them boards. Well, the board itself is the term for the play field, right?
I just call it a play field.
Okay.
But you can call it a board.
We're learning all kinds of shit.
It is made of wood, so it is a board.
I'm going to need you pinball dudes to fucking stick it. I'm tired of this, like,
It's
bouncing
made
around.
of 17 32 inch thick, 7-layer birch-faced plywood.
Are you fucking with me? Is
So
that
it
real?
So it is a board, yeah.
Whoa.
You'd be
Say that again.
17 32 inch thick, 7-layer birch-faced plywood.
Write that down. Put that on T-shirt. That's fucking poetry is what that is. My Sims keep trying to sing karaoke. I can't help them. That's too cold, says Sailor Scott Sterling. It's negative 21 in Alaska right now. And that sounds like a heat wave in Chicago. Sailor Scott Sterling says that's too cold. Yeah, for you. No, I'm just kidding. It is. It's too fucking cold. How do you have negative temperatures? Who is owed heat? I don't know, but I'm tired of paying it. Meantime, Tom is up there absolutely smacking this board, waking up the mummy.
Thanks again.
We've got some new hydration.
So,
What's your hydration right now, Chris?
I'm not sure what this is.
Yeah,
I think it's
Arunas, what is that hydration?
probably ginger ale.
Is that a ginger ale?
Yeah.
Good call. Eating time. You have
So,
something
Chad.
to talk about. Well, hey, chat, listen up.
Chad, I brought something
Guys,
for you.
listen up.
I brought a present for you.
We have a present.
Yeah, let me get my present. Hold on.
Yeah. Guys, you're not going to believe this.
Actually, there's two presents.
Holy shit.
Well, only one is a present. The other is just for show and tell.
Guys, I hope you're watching right now because we have the legendary Chris Shipman here. I'm going to call you Crispy Shipman because I keep
that's
saying
fine.
crisp for some reason.
I like that.
But he's brought something from the bag, and I don't know what
kinda
it
like that.
is. What's it going to be?
This is for you. This is a Dracula figure from Monster Bash.
I'm going to pass out. I'm going to pass out. What?
And I've had
Is that an actual one?
Yeah, it's an actual one.
What?
I've had this for over 20 years. And it's time to pass it on to you.
Oh my God. That's incredible. Dude.
That's special.
Holy shit. Guys, are you looking at this? Look at what's going on.
Dude,
Look
that's
at what's
fucking
happening.
awesome.
Oh my God. What's it taste like? Memories and history. Chris, I will cherish this forever and will be on every stream I do.
Okay.
I love how you're just like, yeah, no worry about it. I was actually going to throw it out anyway.
So
oh
there's
my God.
and then
it
there's
belongs in a museum.
And then there's a lesser present.
I'll put this
that's
over here.
maybe not as exciting, but still kind of cool.
Disagree.
This is an Igor,
Whoa.
but it's unpainted.
What?
So it's just as molded,
This is just a molded plastic?
a molded plastic before painting when they were, yeah.
Holy shit.
So that's the actual Igor used on the game.
What? Ugh. Oh my God! So Moldorama,
But
eat
it's-
your fucking heart
But
out,
it's
dude.
not painted.
Oh my God! It smells amazing. It smells like history.
Yeah.
You're right, Connor. It's not as cool as a raccoon, but it is still very cool. This is amazing. Shipman, are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
What the fuck? All right, I'm going to set this over here. What else do you even have?
How
do you even have more?
The other thing I brought is, so when I designed the thing under the Frankenstein table that goes up and down, you have to hit the targets and then it drops down and then you can shoot the ramp.
Yeah.
So that mechanism, here's the very first prototype
What?
that I designed and built.
No
Yeah,
way!
I saved it. And this is the first
Holy
prototype.
shit! Guys, that's the first prototype of the target
Yeah.
of the mechanism that brings down the.
So there's the top of the playfield right there, right?
Whoa.
That's what we all see from above, right?
Whoa.
And this is where the ball rides over. But then underneath the playfield, this is the magic going on to make it happen, where there's this mechanism, and this is what the engineers do, right? We design stuff that does stuff.
Holy
So there's
shit.
there's a motor. There's a motor and a gearbox, and
wanna
it
touch it.
turns the thing, and then it makes the thing go up and down.
So this is so you sat down, you put this together to sell the idea of what the mechanics are going to be.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could say that.
I'm going to say
Or
that.
well, I mean, it was already sold. It was
But
already
this is
well,
this is what we're going to do.
This is what we're gonna do.
And that's the original prototype.
This is the original prototype
That's fucking
of
history.
That is fucking history.
And I brought a 9-volt battery so we can make
Are
it
you
go
kidding?
up
That's
and
why you
down.
brought the battery?
That's why I brought the battery. Is so we can make it go up and down
Bless us and splash is
on
precious.
the stream. So
Yeah, you're right, Moss. While this is happening, Tom is absolutely blowing up this table.
Oh,
right now.
thanks.
Holy shit. Yes, from the original Professor Terry. Oh, so Chris, Professor Terry is in the chat right now, and he was asking, is this are these prototypes and things like that? And it was is this a mold from the original? Or is this is all right?
This is from the original Williams game. Yeah. So yeah.
Unpainted.
Unpainted. This is before painting, obviously, 'cause it's just purple.
And that prototype down there is from the original. None of these are from the remakes.
Right. They're all from Williams.
The only remake that we're looking at right now is the actual game we're playing. But other than that, these are the originals.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get this prototype to move up and down.
Holy shit. You guys, you weren't ready for this. Amy wants to know if you lick a 9-volt.
I would not do that.
Amy, are you licking 9 volts? Don't do that, bud. We need you to finish your pinball table.
Here, let's.
Wait, wait, can you hold it up when you do that? Hey,
I'm
Tom,
gonna,
can you
I'm
help
gonna put
out?
the power on from the back.
Wait, Tom is here. Because, you got to hold it up. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay, there we go. Wait, so explain what's going on right now.
I'm putting power to the motor.
Whoa! What?
This is the prototype. You can see how it goes up and down.
Holy shit. Well, here, move it over a little bit, guys. There we go. Nailing it. Do that again. Dude, that's dope. Whoa. And that's just you just apply power to it and then it does it. You're not really doing it. You're not touching any buttons.
Right.
You're
No,
just
I'm
making it do its thing.
I'm just making the motor spin.
Whoa.
This is the original. You crafted this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is all him. Yeah.
History.
Respect.
Wait.
Respect.
Why didn't you ask me to put on gloves?
Tom, go wash your hands. Or never wash your hands. Amy wants to know if those are plastic sprockets. No, those are
No, they are. They're plastic.
Oh, are they? Okay, they don't look it from here.
No, so she's referring to the gears here.
Yeah, down in there.
God, this is all reversed.
I know, it's all reversed.
So these guys are plastic gears, yes. And we did that to save money because it's cheaper than metal gears.
Holy shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Amy, save money. So Amy's working on a homebrew right now.
Okay.
Yeah, gears. Okay. Get the bird some smelling salts. He's going to pass out. Yeah, you goddamn right. Yes, Steven, get a hydration fund together for a toast to all of these incredible gifts. And the fact that we get to hang out with Chris Shipman while he's messing around with that thing. You can't really see this right now because it's too low on the table. But, it's moving up and down. Oh, my God, that's so cool. I don't know what you're even doing. I'm afraid I'm going to get electrocuted.
No, you won't get electrocuted.
Okay, good. I was wondering if you had any problems with plastic versus metal is the question.
Oh, yes, we did. We had huge problems.
Okay, what were the problems?
The plastic gears broke.
Oh.
And the German distributor was very upset with that.
I see.
Because our biggest customer wasn't the United States, it was Germany.
Oh, okay.
Germans are huge pinball fans.
Sounds like we got to go to Germany.
Yeah. And our biggest customer was concerned that the plastic gears were breaking.
Oh.
And so that was a very good question.
We have new name. Yeah, but Metal Gears, solid. Fuck you guys. Yeah. God damn it. Mr. Shipman, you've truly spoiled our Chad. You're not wrong. I feel like I'm going to be a princess from now on. I bet the Drac bracket was a job to achieve, is what President Terry, Professor Terry says. Look at that. Look at that.
I think this is the best way to see it.
Holy shit. So that's what's going on in the board.
Yeah, so this is what you see above. This is what you're looking at when you're playing the game, right?
This is when the Frankenstein's monster falls backwards and you can go up the ramp.
Right. That thing drops down so you can, like, shoot the ball over it.
Yeah.
And this is what's going on underneath the play field.
Holy shit.
Is this.
Wow.
So
Nick, are you looking at this?
Yeah, I am. No, because this is what we were doing when we were helping fix the machine.
Yeah, I didn't want to be in the room while you guys were doing that because
so
I wanted to be
funny.
like,
That's like literally the thing that broke, and he's like, "Oh, I have the prototype of the thing that
That's
broke in my bag." The serendipity.
And that's
It's
why
not real.
that's the only reason that I had this 9-volt
9-volt
battery with
to
me.
show it up. And so that you use that to help the actual one in the board.
Ooh,
yeah,
chip
we got some
time.
chip time.
Dude.
What's up, Amy? Oh, no, wait, it's Professor Terry. Sorry.
Terry, I actually got special chips for this.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, gold plated, baby.
Is this going to be one of those nights?
I hope not.
Oh, shit. New name says Christopher Dracula, Kurfürst, Saint Acutus Shipman. Chris, you got a new name.
I like that.
Christopher Dracula,
can we read that one
Kurfürst,
more
Saint
time?
Acutus Shipman.
Christopher
Dracula, Kurfürst, Saint Acutus Shipman.
What's the Kurfürst part mean?
I don't know. What's that mean, new name?
Yeah.
Meantime, Nick's got to eat a chip.
I already did.
How'd you think it?
I was very happy about
it. Was it good?
Yeah, dude. I think
right.
it's the only Dorito I've ever had that has garlic flavor on it.
Nick needs more twisties.
Oh, man, I love me a Twisty.
I love me a twisty. Chris, this is huge, man. Like, I don't know if you understand,
This
like,
is so
how
fun, dude.
we were not expecting this kind of shit here tonight. Usually we just get, like, hydrated and talk about pinball.
You know what else
but
is
tonight
wild?
We're learning some shit.
I just learned behind the scenes that you work at SRAM.
Yeah.
And we have someone in here right now who is one of the best pinball players in the country who also works at SRAM.
Who?
No shit.
Jane Verweis.
Oh,
she works in UX.
Hot Nudge here? Cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go get her.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
She's
to
in the
say
middle of a
I
really
don't-
good
I don't
game.
know her.
Well, you're about to find out.
Yeah.
German word Kurfürst is a German word that translates to elector or prince elector. It could also refer to a railgun or a warship. So you know what you are right now?
A
You're the
war-
fucking war gun.
A
That's what you are.
railroad gun?
You're a railroad gun, bruh. You're a warship.
Like a rail gun?
It means prince elector. That's kind of like the prefix. I don't know.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds pretty good. So
Sounds official
I'll
to
take
me.
it.
Also, meantime, Tom is over here absolutely demolishing and going ham on this fucking game. How are those chips?
Delicious.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris, do you want a chip? You want to try one?
I just had a bunch of fries.
That's not my problem.
Chad, do you want a chip?
Yes, I do. Whoa, Amiga's here. What's up, Tasmania? Ow. I don't hate it.
Is that person really from Tasmania?
There we go.
That's delicious.
What do we
10 out of 10.
starting? Monster Jam?
Okay, Professor Terry wants to know, Chris, did you have anything to do with the Phantom Flip?
No. The
All right,
answer
next
is
question.
no.
Can you tell us anything
That
about
would
the
have been
Phantom Flip?
all. That would have been Lyman and George.
Okay.
I imagine.
Monster Bash.
Oh, we got Monster Bash already lit. Shit, Tom.
Oh wow, this is great.
Goddamn.
Oh my God, this is a big deal. We should
Yeah.
pay attention to this.
Yeah, keep an eye on it. Talk to me. What am I looking at here?
He did all the things, and now he's reaping the benefits.
Okay. So this is a wizard mode, right?
He got all the monsters. He finished
Okay.
all the monsters.
Amiga Cami, you're right in the middle of the island? Sweet. Oh, it's a mini wizard. Thank you, Professor Terry. Chad is back. May my hydrations be many. Thank you so much, Elder God. It's happy to see you, bud. New fans in our walk-in cooler at work. We did inventory tomorrow. Oh, Steven, you're killing it, bud. Lyman and George is my favorite ventriloquist act. Nice. Jeremy, you're on fire tonight. Mr. Shipman, how old were you when you created Monster Bash?
I was born in '68, so I guess I
Brag.
was 31.
Whoa. It's not a young man's game, humans.
68.
Damn it.
Yeah, 31-ish. And
Jay Ruler.
I didn't create it or build it, right? I was just.
But you did mechanics.
I
on
did
it.
mechanics.
You did
Yeah,
that.
I did
You made that incredible thing.
Yeah, with a
The
lot of
Enigma
help.
device.
With a lot of help from a lot of
Yeah,
of
but you were
people.
there. But you also worked on several other tables, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh sure.
I put Chris's pin side in the chat. If you guys want to see it, you can scroll back up, but I'll put it up later. Chris, what are some of the games you worked on?
So at Capcom Coin Op, I worked on
Capcom Cleanup.
Pinball Magic, which was their first game they put out.
You said ball. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. What did you
And,
say? Sorry. Stop distracting me. I'm talking to a legend. Take notes.
And,
Sorry, Christopher. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then I
Shame
worked
on
on
you.
Kingpin with Mark Ritchie.
Yeah, so Kingpin's that one that's like a super rare table, right?
It is because it never went into production. We only made like 5. I want to say 5.
Okay.
And actually, I have a prototype mechanism from that as well that I didn't bring that I should have brought.
But like, is it like Big Bang Bar? And
yeah, Big
there's
Bang
another
Bar.
one that's like but did you work on that one too?
I did not.
But you were around when they were working on it.
Absolutely, yeah. The engineer, his name was Mike. He sat across from me, and he did Big Bang Bar with
He
Rob.
sat across from you.
Yeah, he sat right next to me. His
In
name's
the
Mike.
office?
Yeah, in the office. At Capcom.
At Capcom!
And Rob, the game designer was Rob. Help me out. His last name I forget.
For Big Bang Bar?
Yeah.
Rob.
Is it Rob?
Professor Terry, what is it?
Or do I don't remember. It was the two of them. It was Mike and
Mike what?
maybe not Rob. Anyway.
Okay.
I
Well,
did not
I mean,
work
it's
on
been
I did not work on Big Bang Bar, but I worked right next to the guys who did.
okay.
And,
it was let's see. Okay, we have Rob Morrison.
Rob Morrison. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. Professor missed the question. Don't worry, I got you. Meantime, I have a design question from Shu. What aspects are considered bad design in pinball machines? The kind of design choices you tend to avoid. Like, is it bad to keep the ball away from the flippers too long?
Yeah. Well, one thing I know is that a lot of designers design the game such that the average play time of the average ball is 30 seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The ball should last 30 seconds on average. If
30 seconds in the game. On the
30
board.
seconds of play before the ball drains.
Okay.
If it's too long, then or too short, that's not good.
Amy Crash, I hope you're taking notes.
You got to shoot for 30 seconds.
30 seconds in play.
In play, per ball.
Okay.
And you got 3 balls, so a minute and a half.
Is there any like faux pas? Like, I know there's not like rules, but I know that there are like, hey man, you want to make sure that people can do X, Y, and Z on this table besides just keeping the ball alive, or are there general like go with this?
One thing that I heard from a game designer named, I forget his name.
Hell yeah, Amy.
He said the number one rule of pinball design is never take anything away from a player.
Yeah, I was talking to Dwight Sullivan over at Stern recently, and he said that like one of the big things, because we were talking about like what the future of pinball is going to be.
Yeah.
And he was like, because we were talking about like doing something like having dual machines.
Pin 2000, man.
Pin 2000. Revenge from Mars. We've talked about this. And like having two tables next to each other and being able to like influence the other player's game. Like it's like Dr. Mario. Like you do a thing, and that like now the other player can't use their flippers or something. And Dwight was like, but there is a rule. Don't take away awards once a player gets one.
Exactly. Yes.
Never take anything away from a player.
Never
yeah,
take
fractional.
anything
That's
away
one.
from a player.
If I could only last 30 seconds, are we still talking about pinball? Professor Terry. Yeah. Ball drains after 30 seconds. Sounds like a performance issue. Jay Ruler. Behave. Any other rules? Like any other things? Like wait. Like for plungers, like we have so many questions. Chris, you are in the lion's den right now. You are in the birdhouse right now. You are in the room of a million. Like you're just gonna get it from all angles.
Yeah.
Jeremy
still
says
talking
only
about
the
pinball?
Maybe. What other gifts did you bring me, champion? Do you ever take any pointers? Says Matthew Larson. I don't know. Do you have any?
What? Me? Who?
No,
what?
I don't know. So in the chat right now, Matthew Larson says, do you ever take any pointers? Yeah, hell yeah. Do you got any? Are you buying, bro? What you got?
What the
My favorite pointer that I ever heard was from Arunas when I was learning how to play your human pinball tables. And he said to me, if it's flashing, hit it. If it's flashing faster, hit it now.
If it's flashing, hit it. If it's flashing faster, hit it now.
Yeah.
I like that.
So the 30 seconds guideline, is that why the bumper wait, so I'm looking at Wraith Knights says, so the 30-second guideline, is that why the bumper pads by the bottom flippers are angled the way that they are? They seem to me to be the prime reason why balls drain off the side lanes.
Usually they're angled the way they are just because it's copied over from the last game. It's just grandfathered in. It's just what we've always done. Like I don't think they mess with that a lot.
It's just like it's just a tradition.
Yeah.
There's no real science, right?
It's just the way it evolved organically, and that's just. I think when a designer starts a new game, they just kind of copy and paste an old game as like a template to work with, and those angles are already in there.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
How many people does it take to create one pinball table?
Well, you got
No, Steven, I'm going to say Propel.
You got mechanical engineer and some helpers maybe. There's going to be the software guy. The game designer obviously is in charge of everybody. Then there's the dot matrix display guy. That was a guy.
Okay.
That was his full-time job. Then there's the art guys. And so it's a whole team. It's a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, Wraith, it's not broke, don't fix it. I feel like it's just like pinball comes down to that one thing Arunas told me, and Arunas is here now, fucking smoking this table, and you can hear me say it.
Barely.
Yeah. If it's flashing, hit it. If it's flashing faster, hit it now. That's the golden rule of pinball. That's the best advice I can give to any of you humans trying to play pinball. If it's flashing, hit it. If it's flashing faster, hit it now. Put it on a T-shirt.
And just try to score as many points as possible.
Shu says, it's interesting because I'm a dungeon master and I always struggle with designing good puzzles for my players that challenge without being impossible. I feel like that's the struggle forever, right? Jeremy says, if people are used to a particular angle for the bumpers, it would probably throw off their game if one random table had a steeper one. Which is interesting, Jeremy, because if you see what Stern's doing now, like with X-Men, or I mean, you go back a little farther with Godzilla, they're really fucking with the way the plunge happens. So instead of just going straight up and down like this fan layout that we have here for this one, they kind of like cross shoot, and sometimes the lanes come out in areas you weren't expecting. So it kind of keeps you like, it keeps you flipping in a way that you don't normally get because with like,
I think that's good.
A lot of the fan layouts like Attack from Mars and Revenge from Mars and that kind of shit, it's just like, it goes up. And that's a Brian Eddy situation. Like, oh my God, I have a funny story for you, Chris. I was over at Stern, brag, and I was talking to Brian Eddy, double brag, and I was like telling him like how I figured out that Stranger Things had kind of the same sort of like fan layout as Medieval Madness and Attack from Mars. In the middle of me telling him that, I realized you designed all three of those tables. And I was just like, so I will see myself out, Brian. I just pin-splained to you, man. If you score more points than the opposing player, you are more likely to win. Professor Terry Wise words.
Statistically speaking, yeah.
It's Ducky10 says, how have you seen the pinball community grow and change over all the years? How do you see the community and industry changing in the next 10 years?
Yeah, I'm really bad. After I stopped working in the industry, I kind of like ghosted.
Oh.
And I haven't even been associated with the community at all, unfortunately.
But like at the time, like, because when you were coming in, like
Yeah.
there was a boom, right, in the 90s especially, before the fighting games happened, right?
Yeah,
Before
I think I
times.
came in like in '94, right? And I think that's like when the boom was maybe trailing off,
Okay.
and yeah, things were kind of nosediving
Oh.
because the problem with pinball machines is that they're very complicated and they break down all the time.
As we learned today.
Yeah, and there's 1,000 mechanical moving parts, and they're always fucking broken. And you know what kicked our ass was video arcade games.
Right. Because like this is '94, so this is like Mortal Kombat's out now, right?
Yeah, so they don't break. They're just like
Yeah.
some buttons and a video screen. There's nothing to break, and kids loved them, and
Still do.
They still do. They pump their quarters into those games, and pinball was just like, one day, yeah. So when Williams finally shut its doors,
When was that?
90. Wait. Was it 99 or 2000? Something like that.
Wow.
The owner of Williams, his name was Neil Castro. He said, like, we all wanted to like keep it going. We're like, come on, you got to keep it
Yeah,
alive.
for real.
And we tried that with Pin 2000. That was George Gomez making a last-ditch attempt to keep the industry alive.
And he was working over at Williams before he went over to the other stuff. 'Cause he went over to like Stern he's at Stern now.
Right. But
He's their chief creative officer and executive vice president, by the way. Listen to my birdcast.
Yep. But Neil Castro said he likened, I'll never forget it, he likened pinball machines to buggy whips.
Buggy whips.
He said, or buggies, no, I think buggy whips. Like, we shouldn't, if there's no more buggies, then there's not going to be a market for buggy whips, right?
Whoa, dark.
And he said we were just making buggy whips, and so he laid us all off and shut us down.
God damn, man. Yeah, I would dip out after that.
But
no
not
doubt.
before he took us all to Disney World.
Really?
He took the entire company to Disney World.
Whoa, and that was '94, so that must have been when
No,
MGM was
no,
up.
this was like the late 90s. This
Okay, well, still, you would have had NGM then, which is now Hollywood Studios, by the way. Meantime, question for the good people of Logan: do they have the aforementioned Venom pinball table? Yes, they do. And can we stream it? We have before, we will again. Neil Castro, no relation. Steven says, quarters, you get a card now loaded with your money. Damn you, Dave and Buster's. It's true. At Antarium in Schaumburg, they also have the card system. But at Logan, it's quarters only. Which is why I hang here. Quarters only.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. They have a proper change machine in the back. And I feel like there's just something about that. Being put the quarters in to start the game. I feel like that's part of the experience. Oh shit! We got a new follow. What's up?
Nice. Thank
Good to see you. Haley Powers, how are you? Love you too. Thank you for being here. Do I ever I'm assuming Matthew was talking to you. Did you ever incorporate the research done on addictive qualities of slot machines, like specific sounds, lighting, and that into your games?
No.
Hear that? They're better than Facebook.
No,
Google.
We never got
and
that.
Instagram.
We never got that sophisticated.
So you might have been able to see the original Journey into Imagination. Yes, Shu. Yes, Shu. No doubt they did see the original Journey into Imagination at Disney World in the late 90s. Jeremy, Elder God, Mortal Kombat, and Street Fighter 2 kind of took things over at the arcade for a while. Yeah, okay, so there was a question in there if fighting games kind of took over the arcades and made pinball obsolete.
Yeah, they helped. They were a part of it. Yeah, for sure. They were really popular. But not just fighting games, just arcade games in general were just very popular. And the games didn't break down. So you didn't need a team of people to run around maintaining them and fixing them.
And I'm assuming the reason everybody associates that with fighting games because, like, at the time, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, they were coming out and they were the hotness. They also got the coveted, like, MPA ratings, so like whatever it is, the game rating, so like rated MA for mature, which means you want to play it more. Which I don't know if there
Thanks,
is.
Tipper Gore.
Yeah, thank you, Tipper Gore. Hey, by the way, welcome to 2025. We're going to see more of that, which, by the way, hey, is just going to make the game sell more. Well, here's the thing, though. I don't know of any pinball machine that I've ever heard of that had like an MPA, an MA rating. Like, I don't know if there was ever that. I was talking to Chuck Ernst over at Stern, brag, and I was like, because he worked on like Mortal Kombat, and he was like, the thing is, I did all the gore and shit for that. And I was like, well, you don't see that a lot in pinball. You don't see a lot of gore. And Dwight was like, well, that's because pinball is an all-ages thing, right?
Yeah, totally.
And I'm like, I've never seen like a table for like a pinball machine that is like, no kid should play this, except for the new Pulp Fiction one. That's the only one I've seen. Yo, the new Pulp Fiction one's dope.
It has they all have clean versions now of the games too.
Boo.
Well,
wait, hold. Before you go, say that thought. Steven's going to bed. Good night, bud. Thank you for being out. He says, Mr. Shipman, thank you for being part of pinball history.
Oh, thank you very much. Glad
Steven,
to be here.
safe out there and stay warm, okay, bud? Elder Guy says, incredible entertainment industry history tidbit. A real roundhouse kick to the balls, you might say. You're not wrong. What's up, Seattle? What's up, bud? Fractional Mateo just says, pinball. I don't know what you want me to do with that information, but we can talk about pinball all night. Pinball being at all ages is funny. I mean, video games are all ages, just some are classified for older people. Interesting. I feel like, but the thing is, like, Mortal Kombat had violence. Mortal Kombat had, like, this is shit you're not supposed to show to your kids. Pinball doesn't really have that, though. A kick to the pinballs.
No, just
also,
scantily clad women.
Well, we'll talk about that pinball table because the Playboy pinball table because I know Mr. Shipman did do some mechanics for a Playboy table.
Right on.
Yeah, he did.
I did not.
Did you not? Oh, it's not. It's on your pin side.
Is it?
I think it is. Hang on. Maybe I just wanted to say that it was.
I wish it was.
Well,
Chris, did you ever hang out at Silver Sue's?
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
No.
Arunas, tell everybody about Silver Sue's. This is a really good story.
tell us about that.
I'm actually not the one.
Okay,
I
look,
just know about it.
This is your pin side right here. It says that you did the prototype for the Playboy pinball for Williams in '99.
Playboy?
Yeah, it says you did.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, I mean,
I was there in '99.
This is all your tables, it says.
Okay. Well, if it says it on the internet, it must be true. They wouldn't put it on the internet if it wasn't true.
It couldn't be a lie.
Yeah.
I would go with it. A kick to the pinballs. The bride of pinbot, sexy robot. Damn right, Fractional Mateo. If you go to Chris Shipman's pinball pinside profile, it's the IMDb of pinball, you will note that he did at one point do mechanics for the prototype of the Playboy pinball in 1999, though he firmly denies any involvement. You know what's really funny? I was talking to Brian Eddy, brag, and Brian Eddy said that on my, and this is Brian talking, on his Wikipedia they say he worked on Mortal Kombat and he did not. Just FYI.
Okay.
Just FYI.
Brian Eddy, yeah.
Haley says,
you know, what? Can I say? Let me tell a real quick thing. I worked with Brian Eddy on Arctic Thunder,
right?
Which was a snowmobile game, a video game, not a pinball game. And speaking of like censorship and stuff, Chuck E. Cheese would not buy our game. Do you know why?
No.
Because the side of the game, the side of Arctic Thunder had a gigantic decal of a very scantily clad woman riding a snowmobile.
Whoa. I know this game. Arctic Thunder, yeah.
Arctic Thunder, yeah.
Oh, shit. You
And
worked
so,
on that?
Yeah. I was the engineer on Arctic Thunder.
Joe!
And
you had to know that Chuck E. Cheese was going to have an issue.
Well, I didn't do the artwork.
Okay,
right?
you didn't do the artwork. That's true.
So
everybody get off of Chris's back.
Chuck E. Cheese would not buy the game because it was too risque.
So did you have to like talk to Chuck E. Cheese? Just be like, listen, I know that you're an animatronic rat, and I'm in no mood for
No,
these
you know what the
shenanigans."
fix was? We had these decals made that put more clothing on the existing decals.
So you could sell the game.
So you could retrofit it. You
right on.
just put more, covered up this area more, and made it
Whoa.
acceptable.
That's amazing.
Because it was very
I mean, yeah,
Sort
you
of.
knew what you were doing.
You know what they were doing.
Yeah.
You know, back then it was a different time, and it was,
Less clothes in the snow. Humans were tougher.
Right.
Haley Power says, have to love this man for acknowledging his fans. Oh, thank you so much, bud. Thank you for being here.
Dude, where's our hydrate?
Yeah, we
sesh?
don't. We have to do an orange crash.
Oh yeah, okay. Did
Shu
Arunus
asks
know that?
I don't know. I didn't.
All right, I'll go do it. I'll go do it.
Shu says, is that the same as like Hydro Thunder, Arctic Thunder?
I don't think.
Hydro Thunder is like a first-person game where you're like on a jet ski, I think, right?
Yeah, they might be related, but
well,
it's not
Arctic Thunder was older.
Arctic Thunder would have been in the year, like right around the year 2000.
Okay. Charles Entertainment
she's
Cheese
on
did
it.
not approve. You're not wrong, She. Hydro Thunder. There's a good version on Switch. Yeah, Lost Star Wolf. You're just swimming in your childhood right now. And Chris Shipman created it for you. Or at least was involved. And that's massive, man. Hydro Thunder is a racing circuit game.
Ooh.
Arctic Thunder was not there.
Yeah, Hydro Thunder, it sounds really familiar. I think.
Oh, I know what
sounds
that
like
means.
you gotta eat a chip, Nick.
I know what that means. I got the chips right next to me. Oh, someone's gonna, dude. I know what's going on.
What's going on?
Someone grabbed it. Oh, they didn't grab the chips. Oh, that's that two of them.
Oh, that's two. Holy
Uh-oh.
shit! Arctic Thunder is a classic arcade cabinet. I'm gonna send it to you guys right now here because like they have them on eBay right now. Just FYI, if anybody wants to buy one.
I had one and I sold it.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Nice. Okay, the Thunders were in fact all
3.
related. Holy shit! 3 chips, Nick.
All right.
Yeah, no,
Good thing I got a bag.
I think Fractional and Mateo, they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, Amy, you are on fire tonight. Swimming in your childhood sounds like a euphemism for Elder God.
Dude.
You are in the presence of greatness. Moby Game says Arctic Thunder was the 4th game. Okay, so Hydro Thunder came out first.
Yeah,
Okay,
that sounds right.
That's cool. It was Hydro Thunder, 4-Wheel Thunder, Off-Road Thunder, and Hydro Thunder Hurricane. Cool. Cool.
1, 2, 3.
There he goes. There he goes. Eat another one. Amy, you should be excited about your news. So I was saying, Amy Crash over there is working on a homebrew pinball table right now that I will show you on the break. I think you're going to love the theme. The one thing we're not going to do is mention when we could see Chad next. You're right. In fact, I want to hip you guys to something
okay,
tonight.
baby. You're hurt,
Not only are
too.
you hanging out with Pinball Royalty and a wizard of pinball, but tonight, on the next break, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to unveil a brand new report that no one has ever seen unless you were live with us at class at the Lincoln Lodge 2 weeks ago in January. You guys are going to see one that I have not put on the internet yet, and I'm very excited for y'all to see it because it is about something very near and dear to my heart.
I'm excited.
But that is at class at the Lincoln Lodge, which is the next one's going to be February 15th, just FYI. It's the Share Bear! She's in! Cheryl, do you know
What's up, you guys?
Do you know who this is?
Chris Shipman, right?
Yup.
My name's Cheryl. I work at Stern in
You work
electrical
at Stern?
engineering. Yeah, with Jim Sherd and
Yes.
Simon Sunblade and Chuck Blake.
I know Jim Sheard. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Did Jim do cable design on it? I know Jim did cable design. at
Probably.
Williams.
Yeah.
Cool.
Guys, take notes.
Jim's like my mentor at work.
He's
I'm
still
doing
at
cable
Stern, huh?
design with Jim. Yeah,
Wow.
hell yeah. He's the guy.
He's a Wisconsin guy, right?
I think he lives
Or
in
he's-
this. He lives he lives in the city now, but I
Oh.
know that I don't know where.
I always
didn't
associate
ask.
him with Wisconsin for some reason. But yeah, Jim Sheard, absolutely, yeah.
I was born in Wisconsin, so I feel like Jim and I got real Wisconsin energy, maybe.
Nice.
Anyway, hell yeah. What was it like to work with Lyman Sheets?
He was great. Lyman was a super nice guy, very chill. He would just sit in his office and smoke cigarettes all day.
Hell yeah.
Of course, it was a no-smoking building, but he didn't care. And he would just sit in his office and smoke cigarettes and work on the game.
Thank fuck he did. Thank fuck for those cigarettes.
Yeah.
Damn right.
All right, I'm going to play.
Get in
All
there!
right.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, we've talked about Lyman Sheets in the past. I'll probably do a report about him at some point. But you Google him, you'll find out. And also welcome to Cheryl, who, by the way, Cheryl, I was at Stern and I was looking for you, and you were not there.
Oh, no. Wait, today?
No, it was last week. like Thursday or something.
I may have been there. I feel like whenever they have people in, they're like not allowed back in
It's
product
so
development
weird.
and
They
in
get
the lab.
really
I never
like
know when anybody's there.
Yeah, they get really weird about it. But I was with Dwight Sullivan and Brian
I love
Eddy
Dwight
and
Brian. Oh yeah,
and
talking
Chuck.
about D&D.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Chuck Ernst or
Yeah,
which Chuck? Okay,
Chuck
there's,
Ernst,
there's
yeah.
like a fuck ton of Chucks there. I swear.
There are. But yeah, it was super fun. We had a good time.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry I missed you, bud.
Well, we'll get after it later.
All right, cool.
Meantime, yeah, at some point we're going to go to break here in about 3 minutes. When we go to break, you guys are going to see a brand new report that no one has seen yet. Meantime, are those hydrations I'm looking at? Oh, shit. Amy Crash, we got some orange crashes. Before we go to break, we have to hydrate. Ooh, Elder God, we'll ask that question in just a second.
What's this now?
This is the next hydration.
Wow.
This is the Orange Crash, courtesy of the great Amy Crash, who donated to us. Reminder, if you want to see us hydrate, all you got to do is kick us some cash and tell us what we're hydrating with. Well, cheers, everybody.
Hydrate.
Ah, delicious. Orangey and delicious, Amy. Thank you.
Hydration Thunder. That's a good one.
Nicely done. Jeremy, make that pinball table happen. Or just make that video game happen. Elder God says, what's the most creative pinball table feature you've ever seen? It doesn't have to be crazy good or practical, just something that really stuck out to you.
Me?
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be us. We're not cool. I mean, Aruna's
No, I'll tell you what. If you're a fan of pinball,
I am.
Then you would be much better qualified to answer that question than I would.
But in your time at Williams, like, was there like one innovation that just blew your mind besides this fucking shit that you made for this table? Because this shit's amazing. You guys can't see what I'm looking at. We'll hold it up. I don't want to like touch it. Hold it up for the kids for a second. This thing, the prototype from Monster Bash for the Frankenstein mechanic. Anyway, sorry. What is like one? It's just right there in front of me. I feel like Indiana Jones. All right, so like, what was like? Was there like? It belongs in a museum. I said no camels, but like, was there any like big advancement that like really kind of blew your mind while you were working at Williams?
Well, I mean, what George Gomez did with Pin 2000 was like crazy, right?
Thank you for bringing that up because we have discussed Pinball 2000 many times. And for those of you who don't know, so did you work on Revenge from Mars? You did.
Yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So we've discussed at length on the stream about Pinball 2000, but a brief refresher. In 1999, Y2K and all that shit, there was some advancements that the pinball tables wanted, the pinball companies wanted to make to advance pinball into the future. And it was like, the fighting games are kicking our ass. We want to like make these games more like accessible to the kids who are playing arcade games. So they're like, what's going to be the new shit in pinball? And the game that broke through was Revenge from Mars. George Gomez, Chris Shipman, sitting right here next to me, worked on that game. And there were only two games that used that technology. It was Revenge from Mars and Phantom Menace, right?
Right.
And then they just disappeared after that.
It just, you know, it didn't work, right? I mean, it was a noble attempt to save pinball.
However, you have a Revenge from Mars here at Logan, and it's still a very popular table.
Is it? Is it popular?
It is.
That's
it's very
good
popular.
to hear. That's good to hear.
And it's a lot of fun. The good news is that it's not Phantom Menace, but that's for other reasons, and we're not going to talk about Star Wars. But we might. No, we're not. We're not. Guys, we have Chris here. We're not talking about Star Wars. But yeah, what was that like? What was that like? Take us to that moment.
What moment?
Because the moment of Pinball 2000, because that was
I remember,
such a moment.
I remember, like, I was working, I don't know what I was working on. I was, like, trailing off on Monster Bash.
It was
or
probably
something.
Playboy, as we've established.
Yeah,
that
well,
you've worked on.
I was working on Playboy, as I did in those days. And, and like, George started working on this thing just, like, off on the side. And I was like, what is he working on? And he was working on it with, I think, Pat Lawler, I want to say.
I think that's right.
But I'm not sure. And he was like, George is like George is very a motivated person, and when he's ambitious, and when he gets an idea in his head, he just like went for it. And I think he like pulled like several all-nighters, and he like next thing you know he had like a video display shining down in like a half-mirrored, like half silvered playfield glass, and he like made this thing, and I was like,
He's overcome with nostalgia.
I was skeptical.
You were skeptical?
I was like,
why were you skeptical? That's crazy.
I don't know, because I'm just not. That's just in my nature.
Okay.
And I was just like,
It's good nature.
What was it about that made you skeptical? What were you looking at? Like, I don't know if that's the proper melding of the pinball video game world.
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it for whatever reason. But I mean, I admire his ambition and, his gumption.
Right.
You have to applaud it. And he did it. He fucking pulled it off. And
So after that was over, like they did the thing and they put it out at the expo in Chicago and it won. It was just like, this is going to be Pinball 2000. This is the future of pinball. Then the only other game that they made that had that vibe was a tie-in with Phantom Menace. Did you work on that at all?
No, but then again,
Good.
Revenge from
but
Mars?
then again, maybe I did. I don't know.
Oh, maybe you did. We'll check your pin side.
Yeah, check my pin side.
Check the link I just sent out so you guys can see what Revenge from Mars is if you don't know. Margaret says, I know less than zero about pinball lore, but I like the flashing lights and smoking. My younger friends who have limited experience playing arcade games in general. That's all you need to know about pinball, Margaret. Just smoke the kids. That's all you got to do. But yeah, that's wild that you were there at that moment. What was that like in the room when it was like, this is going to be the future?
Yeah, I just kind of went along reluctantly almost. I was like,
You didn't feel it?
No.
No, he did not.
All right.
No,
No, that's fair. I mean,
Is it, Tom?
we went
Who
from
are you to decide who's fair? Sir.
objective opinion. You went from Twilight Zone, Addams Family, like, Monster Bash, like Medieval Madness, to, and I understand the future because pinball was kind of dying out because you had like different generations dying who started with pinball, wanted to get more, there were collectors.
And then you had the fighting games and all that shit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, where do you go with that? I love the presentation. Like, Revenge from Mars, fucking love.
Yeah.
I honestly do.
Big
Like,
time.
regardless of its downfalls and everything like that, it was fucking forward. It was dick hanging low, balls out. You went for it.
Tom,
Yeah.
thank you for being intimate with us tonight.
Sorry that
You shouldn't be.
I hope nobody's children were watching that.
Hydrate. It just got saucy in here.
Sorry.
That being
I went a little intimate there, but no, that's my true feeling. I have a personal relationship with Revenge from Mars.
This is the
Oh,
thing
you-
we were
you
talking
like
about.
it?
Yeah, no, I really do. So, like,
I'm glad you do.
growing up, my parents were bowlers, so I grew up on like Twilight Zone, Addams Family, Whitewater. Like that was the bowling alley criteria. But my friend and I, who were me and my best friend, when we got in like junior high,
Yeah.
there was this bar down the street that had a happy hour, anybody can go, but they had arcade games and a shit ton. And one of them was Revenge from Mars. And we had Love Attack from Mars from the bowling alley and everything.
Right.
And I thought it was a cool, like, freaking, it was an expansion. It was forward thinking.
It was forward thinking. It was ambitious. It was creative. It was all of that.
But you should not have to apologize for Revenge from Mars. However, if you are a collector and do love both of those tables, there is somebody out there who actually makes a table that's got Revenge from Mars, and flip side is Episode 1.
Okay.
Star Wars Episode 1.
Huh.
And you put a RAM in there, and it's got both, and you just switch between.
Really?
And you can switch it over.
Oh,
There's
wow.
some mod company out there that does that.
Washburn,
cool.
Washburn, I'm looking at you, man.
But Chris, you never be ashamed. Never be ashamed.
All right, humans, it's that time. You're all here.
We're going to go to break, and I'm going to premiere a report that has never been shown on YouTube before. We're live at Logan Arcade. You guys are going to enjoy this. And when we come back, we're going to be hanging with Chris Shipman and Cheryl, who's here.
We're taking a break. Can I still ask you questions?
You can
no,
keep
you're
asking
taking
questions.
a break. I'll
we're
ask
going
you
to take a break.
questions later.
Okay.
Okay,
we're going to take a break.
I'll ask you questions later.
And I'm going to premiere a brand new thing that no one's ever seen. And when we come back, Moss Passions, we don't need a lip reader. When we come back, we're going to have more Chris Shipman, and Cheryl will be here, and we're going to play more fucking pinball. So just don't leave. That's just important. Anyway, here's something no one's ever seen.
Hey, my little snack-o'-lanterns! Did you hear about the sailor who turned into a pumpkin pie? He was a squash-buckling pirate! Come on by. Let's give him pumpkin to talk about. Oh, my gourd! That one was terrible!
We all need a little help these days. A helping hand, an arm to steady ourselves on, a friend in times of need. Hi, my name is Chad, and for just a few simple purchases at my merch store on my website, you can be that person. Because all proceeds from chadthebird.com/merch go to me, because I'm poor. Every hour, my bills are growing. The electric bill was fucking ridiculous this month. Like, I barely use my TV, seriously. For just one purchase of an official Chad the Bird sticker, hat, shirt, or hoodie, I could make better choices, smarter choices, in frozen pizzas. I can enjoy a beer that doesn't cause me to shit so loud it sets off a car alarm or scares the neighbor's dog. With your help, I could pay my rent on time and not have to pretend I was out of town. Shit, did I say that out loud? Okay. If Mr. Bogdan is watching, this is an act. I'm just acting. I was in St. Louis for real. If you or anyone you know is experiencing rough times like these, don't worry about them. They'll be fine. They always figure it out. Me, I don't have thumbs, and I'm tiny. I'm like 3 apples fucking high. And I want to get high, because it's stressful. But weed's pricey now, so like I gotta resort to that shitty stuff that Tyler's roommate Keith sells, and it's got seeds in it. Please don't leave me in the cold, smoking shitty ditchweed. It sucks, and I look gross doing it. It doesn't take much to make someone's day, so make mine, and buy some stuff. It's cool shit, too. Look at it. Look at this guy. He works in programming, so you know he has his choice in attire, and he chose my stuff, so be like that guy and make a smart business decision. For a simple purchase of a hoodie, hat, shirt, or sticker, you can make a good business decision and help me have money so I can too. We all need a little help these days, a helping hand, an arm to steady ourselves on, a friend in times of need. So, buy my stuff and be that person tonight.
I'm Lars Pulowski.
And I'm Olaf Pulowski.
And you should come on down to Cream and Jeans.
You love creams? I love them too. Cold, hot, I go either way.
You got all your favorites.
But here at Cream and Jeans, we just go cold with it.
Chocolate, vanilla, almondine, Napoleon,
Strawberry, orange,
fudge,
pistachio,
tiramisu,
gelato,
double chocolate, chocolate chip, chocolate fudge,
chocolate chunky chocolate chunks,
Rudy Tooty fresh and famous,
rum raisin,
strawberry.
Visit our toppings bar. You should come on down to get your creams.
Cream and Jeans for all your screams for ice creams.
It's Cream and Jeans. It's winter, but we're open.
I give you Professor Chet the Bird.
All right, class, listen up, sit up, spit out that fucking gum, Jeremy. I see you, goddammit. Today's lesson is about love and how it tastes, because I know the taste of love and hath drank it fully. Not just like a sip or a nice taster's glass, just for notes, nay. I got my beak in there and Nosferatu'd that shit, because once you start, sure, it's weird, it makes you a little nauseous, but once you know, you know. And many of here know what I'm talking about, even if you don't know, you know. So listen up, because I'm talking to you about love, man. Now, I'm sure if you've been in Chicago after 2 p.m., you've done a shot of Malort before. And if you haven't, just come on, just do it. Just take a dive, and then your transformation will be complete. You'll start saying French room and couple two tree, and you'll finally be able to navigate Lower Wacker. That's why you can't. That's why you've been lost. That's the reason. The rest of us get our daily Malort, got no issue, mostly because we don't go downtown. But still, pony up. You pay taxes here. Sure, it tastes like the inside of a Halloween mask, and afterward you wonder, oh man, am I just poisoning myself? And you start to worry that you might end up on a true crime podcast, and you'll end up fine and frankly impressed with yourself. And though it's like drinking a tea made from ground up mummies, despite its shocking flavor, it's actually got a pretty sweet story. The story of Malort is the story of true love. Like an ugly dog that farts too much. It may not be pretty, but eventually it smells like ham. See, back in the 1400s in Sweden, people had stomach issues. No doubt it was because it was 1400s. And folks believed there were trolls in your guts, and bathing was a hobby for the rich, but mostly because food was stored next to dead people, and they'd get parasites from time to time. Lucky, for all of the above reasons, people already figured out how to get drunk. Brandvin, which means burn wine because it burns, and that means it's working and doing something about them stomach worms. You kids in 2026, pay attention. Because if RFK Jr. gets his whole ass way, you're going to need some artisanal remedies mixed with fucking hard alcohol lest you get sick and tweet something that makes the Fed Gestapo knock on your door. Meanwhile, back in... Oh, man, that hit too hard. Okay. Yeah. Bill Common Bienvenue, baby. Zoom Cabaret. Meanwhile, back in a simpler time when all you had to worry about was everything, thems from the day found that if they ate the leaves of a plant called Artemisia absinthium, it would knock out the gut bugs and their days would be slightly less horrible. They called the plant wormwood because it would stun the worms, or whatever it is in German. So they would mix the plant with the burn wine, because if you live in a world full of forest witches, gut snakes, and if you poop wrong, you could die, you might as well try anything. They called that medicinal boonshine Basque Brandvin, better known by the Swedish word for wormwood, Malort. And though it tasted like somebody soaked a sweat sock in pine sol, your guts were saved! Simpler times, simple pleasures, tasted like a dumpster orange. Wormwood was also an ingredient in another Basque Brandvin called absinthe, and that sweet baby was super popular with the art crowd, probably because when you're on it in your tank, you paint well, or you like paintings more, and also because it had a pleasant menthol candy taste like a hotel mint dipped in acetone. Malort was less popular because of its bark mulch and gasoline flavor now. So it became the Robitussin of Swedish medicinal boonshine. You only drank it when you had to, and the people that were into it seemed crazy. Flash forward to 1865. Don't make that face. If you can remember what happened on the last season of Severance, you can fucking follow this. The great Carl Jeppson is born, immigrates from Sweden to the corner of Clybourne and Division, and opens a cigar-making business. During this time, his taste and smell senses were damaged because back then cigars were considered vitamins, and he stopped his business in 1920, right around Prohibition. During this super awesome time in American history, when the government thought that even though everything was terrible, the best idea would have been to make people stop drinking, Carl Jeppson was out there thinking. He figured booze was illegal, sure, good. Call the government, because everyone's sure to be cooler now. But you know what's not illegal and has questionable quality control? Stomach remedies. So he was able to sell the Malort recipe that he brought from the old country because it was technically medicinal. Plus, tasted like if Waterloo came out with a Windex flavor. So no one believed anyone would actually drink it willingly. And it is said, due to his fried senses, Malort's robust flavor of lemon and turtle sweat was the only one of his home brews that he could actually taste. Then came the Depression. Fuck yeah, season 2! That's when things get serious. 1933, when Chicago only had 3 stars. Prohibition ends, people kind of got over it and moved on to the new hotness, the Great Depression! A man named George Brody graduates from Northwestern Law School, but since everything's depressed because it's the Depression, he takes a job working for his wife's family business, DJ Beelzoff Products & Co. Brody hears tell of this Swedish stomach medicine that totally survived Prohibition and purchases Jepson's family Malort recipe because drinking it is hilarious, and this was the Depression. Selling Malort as part of his Red Horse line of liquors and in stoneware jugs, probably because it was the only material strong enough to contain this unkillable schnapps of napalm. Then comes World War II! Season 3! War! Terror! The writing that season was incredible. But in reality, which is where you live, World War II kicked the collective dick out of everybody and everything. But head down here in Chicago, Brody buys out Beelzoff Products, selling this little survivor liquor in glass bottles as Jepson's Swedish-style Brandvin, each containing a stem of actual wormwood, which must have worked hard on his guts, because it was the only one, it seemed, in America in a good fucking mood. Then, 1948. Brody changed the name of his company from the superbly rave-tastic DJ Beelzoffs to the more robust and subtle Red Horse Liquor, because Shotgun Fire Stallion was taken, apparently. And he commits to selling this hilarious dare that is Malort. But then, because season 4 has got to bring the drama, Carl Jepsen left this planet in 1949. But he did it the way he lived, as a family man in his family apartment in Edgewater. And after a brief service at Nelson's funeral home on Foster and Ashland, he was cremated and his ashes were scattered in Graceland Cemetery. Meanwhile, George Brody, so bro sad his bro left this earth. That's bro love. Sells Red Horse Liquor in 1953 and forms Carl Jepsen Co. and commits to only marketing and selling Jepsen's Malort. In 1954, Gustav Adolf IV, King of Sweden, gave George Brody a medal for preserving Swedish culture. Perhaps it was a joke. Perhaps it was a deliberate fuck off to the meatball, herring, and pancake community that cornered brunch for eternity. Whatever it was, I believe it was love. And those that know the twinkle in the eye feeling of having a pal from out of town shoot a Malort on suggestion knows that feeling. Because love is unkillable. Like Malort, a survivor, it endures across space, time, and drink trends. Malort endures to this day, daring death to take it out. Death being too nervous to try it because they said it tasted stinky. In fact, the brawn and burliness required to even attempt a Malort was so fartastically hilarious, like a whoopee cushion at a funeral, that it became the entire Malort brand, becoming known as the two-fisted liquor. Mostly because you would rather get fisted twice than drink it. But I say, why choose? Life is short. One such glorious post read as follows, and this is true in a direct quote. Challenge to the braggart who says I can drink anything. Jepsen's is a liquor so bold, rugged, brash, and rough, your first sip rudely warns, look out, here I come. Brusque and harsh, the liquor Jepsen takes raw courage to down the first round, then dares you to order a second shot. No better date exists than today to accept the challenge of your first drink. For the braggart who stays the first few rounds, odds are he'll be Jepsen's forever. And even the original label on the bottle read, the first shot is hard to swallow. Persevere! Make it past 2 shot glasses, and with the third, you could be ours forever. If that doesn't sound like love to me. And like love, Malort and all the places previously noted are still in Chicago today. Because that's the thing about Malort, it survived. It survived the journey from Sweden to America, then survived 2 world wars, prohibition, and a depression. The only wormwood beverage sold legally in the United States during all those times, even when wormwood, booze, fun, joy, and love was illegal. Even its flavor stays with you forever. You'll never get it out of your face. It's part of you. The moment, shellacked for all time. It carried through. Stayed true to who it was, through thick and thin. Teams change in sports. Players move from state to state. The Boston Knickerbockers became the Red Sox, became a bunch of hairy Vikings from the mountains that play baseball. Technology changes from phonographs to record players to cassettes to CDs to everything forever, and it can take a picture. People change, the world changes. Chicago changes. Through it all, there's one drink that never did, never tried to fit in, survived the way it is. The story of Malort is the story of true love. It may not be pretty, but it'll never leave you, even after you drink it. And it's all right here in Chicago. Thank you. Overcome with emotion.
Get to class!
I'm Lars Pulowski.
And I'm Olaf Pulowski.
And we're
Not open!
You've probably seen our storefront when you've driven past it.
I know you want to come on in, but you can't, because we're not open.
Don't worry, there's something coming. Right now, though, we're not open.
We can cater to any of your needs. Weddings, bachelorette parties, birthdays, bar, or bat mitzvahs. Just not right now, because we're not open.
We're not open.
Celebrating 10 years in the same location.
So come on down.
Don't come over, because we're not open.
It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. My time. Time zones are stupid. Anyway, it's time for a show. I hope you're ready because it's gonna happen live. Oh, hey, it's me. Oh, I look pretty good. Yeah, I know where it's going. Chad gets light. Lit. Yeah. All right, well, fuck off, man. I don't have time for this. Oh, I'm already getting drunk. Live from Logan Arcade. You knew that. No? Yeah. Oh, shit. I gotta go. All right, let's do this. Yeah! Welcome back. Oh, thank you all for watching that. I hope you all had a good time. We are still here with the great Chris Shipman. And Tom is on the keys right now. But before we tell you, what to do with your lives, you might want to know what game we're playing tonight.
'Tis the screams and my little gooligans. I hope you've all been nasty little fiends this year. Okay, all right, stomach stop it. This game is a beast. More specifically, a Monster Bash. The 2018 remake limited edition Monster Bash from Chicago Gaming Company, based on the classic 1998 Monster Bash solid-state table from Madman George Gomez, with art by the devious Kevin O'Connor. The music is all rockabilly goodness that we can't play because copyright shit and stuff. But just know that Vince Pontarelli's soundtrack for this big bopper is all bangers. Turn it up if you dare. This particular remastering is the limited edition, so it's got color dot matrix display, enhanced sound system, Shaker Motors backbox topper with full color light show featuring some of Universal Studios' most famous monsters. They're getting the band back together, man. Thanks to the software design of the late great legend Lyman Sheets Jr., the scoring is similar to other Williams classics from around the same time, like Attack from Mars and Medieval Madness. The target shots are all spread out in a fan layout, so it's like all right there. Shoot enough targets to collect the Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman, Dracula, the Mummy, Frankenstein, and the Bride of Frankenstein, and their respective instruments to start the final wizard mode, the Monsters of Rock. I can't keep doing the accent. Wait, I'll do it like Orson Welles. 3 macabre multiballs, Frankenstein, Monster Bash, and Mosh Pit. Lighting the DIG, that's pretty good, thank you. Lighting the DIG lanes increases your end of ball bonus and raises the value of the pop bumpers, as well as 3 phantom flip stand targets to light the inlanes, so the game will actually flip the ball for you, because it's haunted. But that's not all. This Tale of Terror is limited, so that means bitchin' toys. Monster Bash has a Frankenstein on an operating table. It tilts to reveal a center ramp, a moving Dracula target that needs to be hit, an ominously lit, bobbing creature from the Black Lagoon underneath the playfield. There he is. Hey, guy. This one is fucking freaky fun and one of my personal faves. So, rise up from your slab and let's do the bash. It's a graveyard smash. All right, I'm done doing the accents. Let's play the game.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Also, good luck, Sailor Scott Sterling. Have a good date. Meantime, we got Jess Lawrence is here tonight. Jess, I don't know, you haven't been here yet, but like, let me tell you, I'm sitting here with Chris Shipman, who did the mechanics on Monster Bash. And he gave me some toys. Check this out. You're going to love this. Chris brought with him. Hang on, Chris. You just sit there. You be cool.
All right.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, he brought me. Check this out. All right, what am I looking at here?
That's Igor.
Yep.
Unpainted.
This is an original from the game.
Yeah, original from the game. Just as molded before it got painted up.
Look at that.
And
look at that. So that's original before it got painted up. Belongs in a museum. And then this is the one that made me cry.
Dracula.
An original Drac from the game.
I will mesmerize you with my semicircular movement.
Look at this shit. This is amazing. We got some questions in the house. Chad, I'm going to need to hear about the late night orgy of wordplay and questionable quick trick hot dogs, no doubt responsible for the list of what my lord tastes like ribs. Hey, man, when you're on the road like I am and you stop by a Quick Trip and a Come and Go, you learn all about the different flavors of the world. Just be yourself, sailor, but also brush your teeth, says Margaret Kelly. Jess Lawrence says, oh, my God, stop, fangirl. I told you she's going to freak out. Lost Our Wolf says, what I miss is Godzilla in Fortnite. How is that? Have you played Fortnite, Chris?
I have not.
Well,
no.
you should. It's fun.
I know I really should.
Professor Terry says, come and go? Really? Oh, my God. If you have not known about the Midwestern come and goes, just Google that. I don't even want to do it for you. I want you to do that for you.
I'm like, Quick Trip's better, though, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I think a Buc-ee's is better. I went to my first Buc-ee's. We're getting our first Buc-ee's in Illinois, by the way. Also, I don't know if you know this. Yingling is finally going to be sold in Illinois. Yeah. After 200 years. That's insane. Yingling.
That's like an East Coast thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a Pennsylvania thing. It's the oldest beer.
Pennsylvania.
But like we've never had it in Illinois, and we're going to have it this year.
Why didn't we have it, though? Like, what is the thing?
So glad you asked. Please tune into my show this weekend.
I will.
Meantime, come and go really. Yes. Fart night. Yes. Fractional. Yes. Thank you, Kirsten. You should get to class. Yes. That if you have not seen class in Chicago, February 15th at Logan Arcade at Lincoln Lodge. I'm putting it in the
Chris,
search.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Guys, get in here.
What's the difference between these like stand-ups that like you hit and go down and like the Attack from Mars stand-ups? Are they like a similar thing?
Wait, which ones?
I'm sorry, these Frankenstein ones where they like go down.
The ones that drop down?
Yeah. Is that similar to like
we brought the prototype. Did you see the
do it.
Oh,
do it.
Do you want me to let Arenas play his ball and then come back, or are we just doing it on the fly?
This is the first prototype of that mechanism.
Oh, hell yeah.
So this is what you see as the player.
Word.
You see the top of the play field.
Word.
And so this is what's going on underneath.
Hell yeah. You got like leaf targets here on the stand-up.
Yeah.
And then they go to the motor, and then like the code tells the motor how many switch hits it takes to
Yeah,
it's really intimidating to be around such professionals.
It runs the motor until it trips the limit switch, right?
Okay,
and that tells it when it's up. So there's one switch for down and then one switch for up.
That's cool. I got to like wire up the first Sentinel head mech that they made for X-Men. That Kevin Koloje made, and the the head goes up and down, and it's still like a micro switch. You know what I mean? Like when it hits, that's cool.
Right, so it knows when to turn off or whatever.
Did you have issues like the ball, like keeping, on the play field?
Wait, Chris,
no.
Bring that right here so they can see it on that camera right there.
Yeah.
No, Cheryl, keep going. I just want them to see it from this angle.
Oh,
so
like this plate? Did you have issues like
being
making it
flush?
Yeah.
No, because the way I did it, like when the mechanism is at the bottom of the stroke,
Yeah.
right in this position.
What do you mean by the bottom of the stroke for the kids
So
who don't know?
when as the little arm is swinging around, when it gets to the very bottom, it's not even touching the bracket anymore.
Okay, so it's
So
like
the bracket,
it has to be all the way
bracket is only support. The bracket falls until it hits the top of the playfield. Does that
Oh,
make
yeah,
sense?
it
like,
does.
So like normally this little sucker is pushing the thing up and down.
It pushes.
But at the bottom, it like gets out of the way and just lets this thing fall all the way to the wood.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So it's flush so that the ball can go over it.
Exactly.
D&D that's coming out next, that they've already released a bunch of videos and promos. It has like a dungeon that raises up. And I know that was the thing, like getting the dungeon like flush with the playfield.
Oh,
so
because
that's
it
interesting.
raises up, and it had
Yeah.
to raise up to the perfect flush point.
It raises up so you can hit the ball in, but it had to lower, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean, during
Yeah.
regular gameplay to be that perfect
So that
flush
was
point.
a challenge to
Yeah,
get that
was
to work, right?
A debacle, and they got it. But yeah, so that's really interesting. That's why. I
That
asked.
is
Thank
really
you, Chris,
interesting.
for explaining that to me.
Oh, yeah, thank
All right,
you for the
thanks,
question.
Chad, for having
Holy
me, bud.
shit, this is insane. I agree with Jess. Have I died and fallen into pinball heaven? Yeah, you probably have. Razor, back in the 90s, I dared to take a shot of this stuff that tasted like tobacco spit and fried ass. Did I do a malort? Yes, I do believe you did. Oh, Pinball Santas is here. Jay Ruler says Bucky's don't allow duckies, but they better let my boy Chad in. I got to go in. I got to see a Bucky's. We're getting a Bucky's in Illinois, Arunas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's happening.
I don't know about Bucky's.
Oh, Bucky's is a whole thing, man.
Yeah,
Imagine a
what is that?
Costco, a Wawa, and a gas station with like a wall of jerky and a wall of nuts that's called the nut wall, and like everyone's there.
And can you buy tube socks?
Yes, you can. It's like a Carhartt, an Outdoor World, a Costco, and a Wawa off the highway. That's a Bucky's.
Why would we need anything else?
I don't know. I thought I was gonna like.
You could probably
Is
live
it
there.
the Bucky's takeover?
I was just like, I might as well just stay here. I don't need to leave.
I just watched a stupid video on YouTube.
Wait, Jeremy Meyer says Bucky's is a gas station with brisket. That is so real.
Oh, well.
That is so real. They make
Why
their own,
do we
they
need
make their
anything
own, They make
else?
their own tacos and fudge. Like, I was like, wait, stop it. What? You're like a mall food court from the 90s in like a Costco, mini Costco on the highway. And the bathrooms were immaculate.
They make their own fudge.
They do.
And tacos.
Yeah, they do.
I'm going.
Yeah, you should. It's amazing. A+. Is it similar to how the trolls work in Medieval Madness with that thing that you're showing me, that mechanism?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the trolls in Medieval Madness.
So in Medieval Madness on the board, there are these pop-up targets that jump up that are trolls that you have to bash.
Okay.
But they're like flush with the board and they jump up.
Okay.
When you activate them.
Interesting.
It's like whack-a-mole.
I would be very curious to see the design of those, to see how they did that, to guarantee that it's like
same thing.
truly flush when it's down, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's very important.
Yeah, very, very much so. So it's like two, like, it looks like trapdoors
Okay.
on the playfield. And when you start the main troll mode, they both pop up. You have to hit them so many times.
Uh-huh.
But when you get Troll Madness, they pop up one at a time. When you hit one, then the other one pops up, and it keeps going like that as long as that multi-ball is going.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
And
But
that's
yeah,
on-
it's flush with the playfield. Yeah, it's like whack-a-mole.
I would like to take a close look at that. That's interesting.
Well, we would love
Yeah.
it if you had Medieval Madness at this fucking bar.
Ah, relax. It's probably coming back soon. We need parts.
Yeah, you need parts. Okay, so Professor Terry asked Chris, what was the toughest mech on this game?
I imagine like the Frankenstein was probably pretty challenging to make. That was actually done before I joined the team. That was a guy named Bob Friesel did that. And Yeah, but sometimes the most challenging things don't look challenging at all. And one of the most challenging things I did was the ramp behind Frankenstein.
Oh, so like when like what's happening now, because like Frankenstein's up, so he's a bash target.
Right.
But before that happens, to unlock the multi-ball, you has to do the thing where the mechanism that you showed us tonight goes down, the ball goes up the ramp.
Right.
And then that was the hardest thing you had to
So
do.
that ramp that the ball goes up after, Frankenstein does tilts and
Right.
and you're able to shoot up behind Frankenstein, that ramp was a challenge.
Okay, why was that a challenge?
Well, George was struggling with that ramp
George
because
Gomez.
yeah. And like we had prototypes and it was not repeatable. Like it was like hard to get it to flow smoothly through that because it's like goes up at a sharp angle, makes a tight turn, and it's got to feed perfectly from that steel ramp onto the wire ramp, right?
Okay.
And that's a really tough transition to make, and so we were struggling with that, and so.
But why was it? But the reason was because of physics, or
Yes.
Okay.
Because you've got a steel, because chaos.
Okay.
And you have a little steel ball and a million variables, and there's just a million ways it can hit the ramp at a different angle. But it has to be such that no matter how you go into that ramp, it's got to perfectly deliver that ball to the wire ball guide every time, smoothly and quickly,
Interesting.
without fail. And it looks like a simple thing, but it's really hard to get right. And that, for me, that was a challenge. And
Dennis, put your headset on.
something that
You're missing out on all
I'm
this.
glad with how it worked out.
Yeah, put that headset on so you can hear us. So Dennis.
Hello.
AKA Pugbit.
Hi.
This is the great Chris Shipman.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Dennis.
Do you know?
Pleasure to meet
do you
you.
know
Nice to meet
why?
you.
Do you know why we have Chris Shipman on the show tonight?
Oh, I do.
All right, Dennis is a pinball pro, Chris, and he's a little starstruck, as are we all. And we were
As
just.
am I.
Well, okay. We all are in it. We're all in it tonight. But what's amazing, yes, Jack, you're not wrong. I need a drink. We all need a drink. We need to do a little bit of, what's that called?
Hydrate.
Yeah, we need a little bit of hydrate. Meantime, Dennis, who is a pinball champion, who I know is a pinball champion because at one point he kidnapped me and made me go to Delilah's one night at like 2 a.m. just so he could play that Godzilla table that's over
You're welcome.
there. I'm not mad about it. I posted it on the gram, so you know it was great. So anyway,
Surprise! You remembered to post it.
well, I scheduled it in the moment so that I wouldn't forget. Meantime, Dennis, do you have any questions for the man right over here? For
I have a lot of questions.
Okay, well, dive in there first, and then we'll get to it. By the way, chat, if you're watching right now and you want us to hydrate, kick us some cash, tell us what we're hydrating tonight. We're here with the great Chris Shipman and the great Dennis, a.k.a. Pugbit. Follow them on all the things. Pinball champion.
Flattered.
You should be because you're a fucking pro, bro.
Whoa. Are those new toys in the back?
I don't know. Oh, wait. Dennis, check it out. Look what Chris brought me.
I was going to say. I'm like, wait a second.
Look at that.
Unpainted Igor.
That's an unpainted Igor from the Ridge. You're not wrong, Washburn. You can rub my head sometime. But the coup de grace, the thing that made me teary-eyed.
I looked up at the screen earlier and I saw that. And
Look at this. Look at that. Is that not the coolest thing you've ever actually seen in your life? Take it. Own it for a moment, but give it back. Because I'll fight you. Damn it! He's too tall.
That's so cool.
Isn't that so fucking cool?
I love it. That's insane.
Right?
You know what's kind of funny is that's funny you point that
Wait,
out.
get out in front of the camera and show them what you're looking at.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The original Dracula had full shoes, right?
Got toes.
Had toes that stuck way out, and the idea was that the ball would hit the toes and kind of bounce up and push him, actuate the switch. But we found that it wasn't working very well, and so George cut the shoes off. So you see, there's no shoes.
Whoa, is that why? Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it worked. It worked better without the shoes. So
holy shit!
If you look, like it's molded with shoes, but then we cut them off after the fact.
Because if you look at when
Can you
track
see
comes
it's like a
out,
rough
it just
surface
looks like
finish?
I've played. I can't remember where.
Oh my god!
I played one with toes on.
Yeah. Oh, you have really?
And what happens is comes out of the right orbit, hits the toes, almost instant drain down the middle.
That must be like one of the first machines.
Insanely annoying.
Because
infuriating to play.
Yeah, see how rough that is?
God damn, that's crazy.
That's because it's molded with.
I'll tell you, I looked at the toes when I.
It's molded with toes on, and then we cut the toes off after the fact, so it works better.
When he sits back in the lane.
Insane.
Yeah, like he's really doesn't have toes.
This
there.
one has no toes, right?
They're.
If you have a machine with toes, that's a rare machine.
Yeah, don't have a machine. If you have one with toes, if your machine has toes, you need to call a priest. Anyway, Razor says Chad.
It's gonna take me a second.
That's interesting that you picked that out. You knew, you recognized that immediately.
I was livid.
That's impressive.
Playing that game.
Elder God. Ah, yes, the days of foot binding for the greater good. Damn.
All right.
Wait, Razor says, is there a Rock'em Sock'em Robots pinball? No, I do not believe there is.
should
But
be.
they want to know that if you can make it happen. And they've been referring to you as the pinball guru. So if you see that in the chat, that's you, Chris. Get ready. Jay Ruler says, Chad, if I ever happen to find myself in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, you should check out a place called Barcadia. It's a free play arcade with pinball and every arcade classic ever. All right, shout out to Barcadia. I'm coming for you. Sponsor me. Also, if you are in Louisville, check out Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a dope
Love that place.
fucking place.
On my way out here from Philadelphia, I stopped in Zanzibar.
I was just there, and
I got yelled at for shaking their Batman 66.
oh yeah, they get real about that over there. I was like, dude, it's a nudge.
It was.
Don't be a fucking narc.
No, they were totally correct.
Yeah, you're probably going to it.
I used to play way more rough.
Oh shit, Margaret Kennedy just kicked us some cash.
Thank you.
For some, classic Chad-related, Chicago-related refreshment. I believe it's a Swedish word for wormwood. Thank you, Margaret. We will absolutely be taking care of that. Jay Ruler says, complete with a bitchin' bar and drink and food specials. My wife went there on a date night. It was epic, dope. That's cold. That's cold, Margaret. No, Margaret, it's never cold. It's what keeps us warm in the winter months. We're going to have some Malort here in a moment. I don't know, Chris, would you be able to join us in that, or are you not in that mode? Yeah.
I would love to, but I that would be a bad idea.
It would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
You can't have too much hydration.
Yeah.
Not these days. Not in this
That's
economy.
right.
Too much hydration could kill you, though.
It's true. Tom, it looks like Malort is on the table for the next round.
Who's the dirty bastard that gave us
That's Margaret Kennedy.
All right. Well, Margaret, you're welcome.
Meantime, we are chuffed and chortled to be sitting here with Chris Shipman playing his table.
His baby.
Or machine.
Or machine.
Chris, I assume you own a Monster Bash.
I do. I have one at home.
That'd be kind of fucked up if they didn't
Like-
let you take one home.
Do you talk to her? How do you treat her?
Damn, Tom, that's personal.
I'm just asking.
I'm a terrible owner.
Oh, she likes it rough. Okay.
Damn. All right. This is a PG show.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Hydrate. All right, YouTube, calm down.
Bonk.
Okay, Jess wants to know your favorite game that you helped develop, because I know that you were not a designer, but you did the mechanics, so you did help in development. What's your favorite game that you helped develop?
Oh, definitely Monster Bash.
I mean, you couldn't
Yeah.
be more on point.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for Monster Bash. I think it's a good game, and it was a good experience in my life working on it with George Gomez and the team, Lyman, and it was hard work, but I just have a lot of good memories. I think it's a great game. So
Well, I mean,
yeah.
we all agree it's our favorite.
And we're back.
So it's insane to me that you got to come here for the show, and a lot of you don't know because you're just showing up at the end of the stream here tonight. But at the beginning of the stream, this table wasn't working. The machine was not working. The mechanism that raised and lowered the Frankenstein. Hey, Dennis, give us a point on what I'm talking about over there. This mechanism wasn't working before we started the stream, and I knew that Chris was here. And I was talking to Arunas and Nick, and I was like, hey, the guy that kind of like made that mechanism is here. And you jumped in there, Indiana Jones, Lara Croft style, with a fucking headlamp and a tool, and you had with you a 9-volt battery to show like how you could make that work.
As
and
one
it
does.
was because you brought the prototype for that mechanism here tonight, and you showed it off earlier in the stream. But the fact that you had that with you, and it is what made this game work tonight, is why we're all in awe right now. Because it's like I said, it's like watching Mozart build a piano.
100%. I don't think it's.
I know
like
you
that
don't
at
think
all.
so. And
Yeah.
you know what? You don't need to think so. But we can think so.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a reason why Dennis and I are just like, Mr. Shipman, what's your favorite pinball?
That was awesome. remember that time?
You remember that time that you worked on Revenge from Mars and
I do remember that time.
Yeah, you
Yes,
do. Of
yes.
course you do.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's just like it was better than we could have anticipated to have you here tonight. Yeah, it's like an O. Henry story. You're right, Jeremy.
I'm embarrassed that it was broken in the first place. If I had designed it better, it wouldn't have been broken.
Well, it goes to show you that we play it.
Yeah.
Well, it works. That's true. Jess says, okay, MacGyver pinball. Jeremy says, like an O. Henry, we were talking about that. Kirk says, Barcadia must be a franchise or a popular idea because there's a Barcadia in Cape Town, South Africa. Kirk, are you in South Africa right now? Dude. Razor says, do you have to do the Malort shot before it eats through the glass? Yeah, we have to do it quick. Jay Ruler, I will be buying a science T-shirt from you so you don't have to smoke that dirty ditch weed. Please do. Jess Lawrence says, pinkies out for Farley. Okay, well, we can do that. Dennis, you're doing okay.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
I'm not warmed up.
Well, we just started. Meantime, Chris Shipman, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How do you approach this? Like, how do you approach these things?
What thing?
Like when you get invited to do a table or a job. Like, how do you approach it?
I'm
also, before you continue, Fractional Mateo says this is my favorite pinball machine of all time. Thank you for your service.
Well, the way I approach it is I just try to. I approach it in a workmanlike manner.
Go on.
Where I just try to do the best I can.
That's all you have to do, kids.
Yeah.
Do the best you can. Meanwhile, Tom's here.
And his shirt, too.
And his shirt, too.
Tom and his shirt.
But how did that happen, like, with this table? Like, they came at you just like, hey, man, like, we want you to help me do
well,
this.
I was actually the reason I was hired by Williams was to do this game.
Okay.
Because
why this one in particular?
that mechanism was your like entrance, or
Yeah, well, so they were halfway through the game already, and they were, for whatever reason, they wanted to bring someone in, and George brought me in, and they just like threw me into the middle of it, like in the lion's den, sink or swim. And one of the things that hadn't been done yet was that thing that goes up and down under Frankenstein, and so I just jumped on that and did that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you were like, I can make this happen.
Chad, imagine 80s pinball boardroom. Everybody's smoking. Chris walks in, just like, I got this idea.
I'm here to talk to you about the Pinball Initiative. Jeremy says no Malort for you, Chris.
No.
No. He
I'm
agrees.
fine with that. Malort tastes like being picked on in the 4th grade.
Tread lightly, sir. You're not wrong. It is. It is the bully of liqueurs. I did see someone recently, Zimmy, who said in the Discord that Malort is the Cybertruck of alcohol, and I was like, I
Cybertruck of alcohol?
disagree, because Cybertruck is not strong enough to handle Malort. The problem is you are equating misery and pain with faulty wiring, and poor construction. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. The Cybertruck is the like peach vodka of liqueur. Malort is like a Ford. It's like a Ram truck.
Peppermint schnapps, maybe?
Maybe peppermint schnapps. Jay Ruler, good night. Have a good night. Wait, we got one from Tom on the Flaps with the perfect narration about game development. This is a whirlwind of chaos, and I love it. Jay Ruler, I'm so glad I got to catch your stream. Even though I was working, I have to leave because you're operating a Sawzall with Epic Chad the Bird in my ear. What is a Sawzall? And also, maybe you shouldn't be doing that.
I think it's self-explanatory. It Sawzall.
Yeah.
Okay. What is that?
It's like,
Why is that like a thing?
it's something that can saw through anything.
Okay. Yeah, definitely don't listen to me while you do that. I'm very distracting.
It's a powered saw, like it's a power saw.
There's a question on the board.
Shit. I fucked
Would
that
you
up.
be making any more pinball tables in the near future, Chris? And if you did, would you make a Wayne's World machine?
Wayne's World is one of my favorite movies. I would definitely do that, yes.
Okay.
I would love to
Cybertruck
make a
is the
Wayne's World
fireball of drinks. What is this now?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay. This is for Margaret. Margaret, it's time. This is what we came here to do. And we appreciate your patronage. Thank you for our Malort hydration. Get ready for our faces.
Hydrate.
It's not that bad. They talk about it like
No, it
it's
just
bad.
tastes like dandelions.
I think it tastes like the inside of a Halloween
Malort
mask.
tastes
Yeah.
like Band-Aids.
Malort, tonight you're going to fight your uncle.
Funk your dad.
Oh, yeah, fight
That's
your
the one.
Well, you got to start with the uncle. Like, he's the mini boss. He's the mini boss, right?
Yeah, that's right. Once he goes down, then you go back. Jack says, made my life hell. Well, I mean, if you're drinking it right. It's a saw. It's a power tool. Okay, great. Good to know.
Yeah. A powered saw.
Well, I'm happy to have not currently be operating one. right now.
Nosferatu, the pinball machine.
I would love a Nosferatu table.
David Eggers presents.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this new companion film. I hear it's very good.
Wait, what?
The new companion film is from the guys who did Barbarian.
Oh.
We have some pals here tonight that just got back from them. They said it was great.
Interesting.
Max Draco says Malort tastes great with COVID. COVID wishes it could handle Malort. Malort, listen, COVID tests for Malort.
COVID gets Malort.
Yeah. Chris, we have a lot of people in the chat that are big pinball designers and big pinball fans. What is a piece of advice that you have for them for the future?
For them in their pinball careers?
Yeah.
Never give up, never surrender.
Nice. Ooh. Solid.
Semper Fi?
Semper Fi, soldier. Semper Fi.
Solid references, you nerds. All right, hey, man, we got a break coming up here in a second. Stick around for that break. And when we come back, we're going to finish off the stream tonight. We're here with Chris Shipman playing one of his tables, a.k.a. his machines, Monster Bash. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Bonjour, sucker. Don't mind me. I'm just here for the booze. What's it like to date a vampire? It's a pain in the neck. Vlad, you stopped by. Thanks for coming. It's been a nose for a hoot.
I'm Lars Pulowski.
And I'm Olaf Pulowski. And we're
I'm sober.
sober.
It's been hours since my last drink.
I haven't had a drink in 7 days. 7 hours.
You should come over. Please come over, because I'm now sober.
So far, I feel fine. Very hydrated.
You pee more than I thought I was gonna.
Drink a lot of coffee, water, alternate. Yeah, just peeing. I'm peeing all the time. I'm peeing right now.
Come on down. We got nothing to do.
You know the old saying, if you ain't peeing, you're... See a doctor.
So come on down.
I don't really know why we're telling you this. I just thought it'd be a good thing to let you know that we're sober. No more night sweats, no more night terrors.
'Cause we're sober.
Fuck it. Yeah, boy.
We all need a little help these days. A helping hand, an arm to steady ourselves on, a friend in times of need. Hi, my name is Chad, and for just a few simple purchases at my merch store on my website, you can be that person. Because all proceeds from chadthebird.com/merch go to me, because I'm poor. Every hour, my bills are growing. The electric bill was fucking ridiculous this month. Like, I barely use my TV, seriously. For just one purchase of an official Chad the Bird sticker, hat, shirt, or hoodie, I could make better choices, smarter choices in frozen pizzas. I can enjoy a beer that doesn't cause me to shit so loud it sets off a car alarm or scares the neighbor's dog. With your help, I could pay my rent on time and not have to pretend I was out of town. Shit, did I say that out loud? Okay. If Mr. Bogdan is watching, this is an act. I'm just acting. I was in St. Louis for real. If you or anyone you know is experiencing rough times like these, don't worry about them. They'll be fine. They always figure it out. Me, I don't have thumbs, and I'm tiny. I'm like 3 apples fucking high. And I want to get high, because it's stressful. But weed's pricey now, so like I gotta resort to that shitty stuff that Tyler's roommate Keith sells, and it's got seeds in it. Please don't leave me in the cold, smoking shitty ditchweed. It sucks, and I look gross doing it. It doesn't take much to make someone's day, so make mine, and buy some stuff. It's cool shit, too. Look at it. Look at this guy. He works in programming, so you know he has his choice in attire, and he chose my stuff, so be like that guy and make a smart business decision. For a simple purchase of a hoodie, hat, shirt, or sticker, you can make a good business decision and help me have money so I can too. We all need a little help these days, a helping hand, an arm to steady ourselves on, a friend in times of need. So buy my stuff and be that person tonight.
See this shit?
Okay, so the word window comes from the Norse word vindauga, which means wind eye, which is not a 1986 transformer. I know, I checked. It's two words, vindr and auga, which mean wind and eye. That's a portmanteau, by the way, which is a combo of two words, port and manteau, which roughly translates to Google it your own goddamn self. Basically, it meant an opening that lets the wind in, which is why the Norse people have such luxurious hair. The word you all use now has been around since 1200 AD when it was used to describe an unglazed hole in the roof. Don't get hungry, it's not a breakfast hole. Glazing is Middle English for a glass wall, and a glazer would make it, unless you were in Germany or Sweden where you call them fensters from the Latin. You still use fenster to describe the arrangement of windows, you call it fenestration, and if you get thrown out of a window, you get to say you were defenestrated. You still use glazing today too, because that's how windows are placed inside their sash and frame, and it goes single, double, triple. Kind of like baseball or ice cream or fancy adult parties. Used to be windows were covered in hides or paper or closed shutters before some genius figured out, hey, keep getting the bees in the house, there's got to be a better way. They tried animal horn, they tried fengite, which is marble but cut like roast beef, and then the Romans figured out glass in Alexandria in 100 AD, and there are these fashionable little window juniors made with thick glass, and it would take them a millennia before they made them bigger, stronger, and used to glaze the hole.
See, if you melt sand, it becomes an amorphous liquid, which isn't quite solid, and it isn't quite drinky, kind of like Grimace. Also, did we ever figure out what Grimace is? Who was on that? Somebody get on that. We have the time. So then back in the day, crown glass was blown by a gaffer, which is not a porn term, I know, I checked. The crown refers to a hollow globe that is then reheated and spun into a circle and then cut into whatever the fuck you want. You can tell a house is super vintage if it has crown glass windows. And you can tell that it's crown glass because you can see the point where the gaffer would pull the punty out. And those are those weird nips you find on the old windows. Technically, they're called bullseyes, but I'm going with nips because bullseyes sound somehow more sexual to me after finding out what all the other words in this whole thing are. To get a bigger piece, they'd blow cylinder glass and then swing those babies around into window panes like Indiana fucking Jones. The modern window typically uses float glass, which was started by Sir Alistair Pilkington and Kenneth Bickerstaff, who were not characters on Outlander. I know, I checked. They founded UK Pilkington Brothers, developing the first continuous ribbon of glass using molten baths, where the glass flows underneath and then passes through a molten tin bath, cooled super slow until it floats to the top and can be removed, kind of like bay leaves, only they look better on your craft corner. The glass is then fitted, caulked, weather stripped, and cladded into frames to make the sash, which is fitted into the sill, and that's it! You got yourself a little force field, keeping the bad shit out and the good shit in. Unless you lose your shit and defenestrate, leaving behind a perfectly good unglazed Vindalga. Shut it! It's Thursday. It's 8 o'clock. My time. Time zones are stupid. Anyway, it's time for a show. I hope you're ready because it's gonna happen live. Oh, hey, it's me. Oh, I look pretty good. Yeah, I know where I was going. Chad gets light. Lit. Yeah. All right, well, fuck off, man. I don't have time for this. Oh, I'm already getting drunk. Live from Logan Arcade. You knew that. No? Yeah. Oh, shit. I gotta go. All right, let's do this. And we're back.
Hey.
So you guys have to understand, like people in the bar right now are freaking out that Chris is here. Not to mention the fact there have been several wild celebrities here tonight.
Oh.
Jay Howell was here tonight.
Oh.
From Bob's Burgers.
What?
Yeah.
Illustrator, yeah.
Yeah. Was here tonight.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did not.
You didn't know that?
No, I did not.
I said
know
hi
that.
like 3 times.
Wow.
Oh man, I should have.
That's wild.
He was very nice.
Idea.
He's gonna be here. He's gonna be around for a couple more days.
Oh my God, have
cool.
him on this. I want to have him over for
yeah,
tea.
we gotta get him on the stream.
Yeah, let's have him on the
hopefully.
stream. Meantime, we have Chris Shipman here, who has brought with him several like prototypes and things and mechanisms from his time at Williams. Yeah, Jess, it's true. Yeah, it's been a night of 1,000 craziness, and that's why he just fucked off right now. He's just like, hang on a second. I'm like, yeah, people want to take pictures with you, man. Meantime, we're over here trying to fucking make a living.
Trying to make a living.
Trying to make a living.
Dude. Sheesh.
All right, we got about 40 minutes left of the stream tonight. So if you want to kick us some cash for some hydration, please do. Just to close out the night, toast Chris Shipman for being here. But in the meantime, what game are we playing? Oh, it's this one. It's a little game we call Monster Bash, which Chris Shipman helped do the mechanics on and created the mechanics for, and the mechanics that do the mechanics, and the prototypes to make the mechanics, which are right behind you right now, which I'm sure if you picked it up, it wouldn't be a problem.
I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem.
It's literally sitting on the floor right now. So the mechanics that you're looking at right here, this right there, no, Margaret, I will not have slow, deep breaths. How can I do that tonight? Anyway, look at these. This is the original prototype for the mechanics for the Frankenstein's monster mechanics that happen on the table that you're looking at. So that is where the ball goes into the ramp, and that's the mechanics that brings the ramp up and down, which would mutate later into the dungeon thing that happens for Stern's Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh.
So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I was going to say access to the ramp. It doesn't bring the ramp up and down.
Right. It brings the ball's access. So the ball doesn't have access to the ramp.
Until the drop targets fall down. Yeah.
Balls. Anyway.
Balls.
Balls.
That is so typical of you.
It's true. I don't know what you want from me. I am as God made me.
I,
What kind of God would do this?
all right, me and Nick, we're facing off, right?
Oh, this is dope. Pinball
I
Santa,
love
Nikki Pickman
competitive
going
pinball. It's my
two
favorite.
to toes. Put your money with your right hand is Jeremy.
Ew.
It.
I don't even want to know, dude.
She doesn't even go here. Are we having a hydration break? Yes, Tracy.
Yeah, we
what
fucking
money?
better be.
Kick us some cash. Tell us what we're hydrating with, and we'd be happy to do it. Meantime, balls drop. Professor Terry says, "Go Nick!"
Let's go.
Terry, come on.
Oh, it's chip time, baby.
Yeah, chip time.
I got special chips.
Oh, man, we got to get the
Golden-
licorice. Oh, Nick, you got to grab the
sriracha.
licorice. I'll grab it.
Oh, yeah,
get
the
it.
licorice. Oh, yeah.
Meantime, Mark says, I heard the programming behind Lyman's Phantom Flip is insane. Yeah, it is. Chris is around here somewhere. He's having a snack right now, but he'll come by for the end. Those sriracha chips are good.
Fucking good.
They're fucking good.
Woo!
Is it meant to be like Carolina Gold?
No.
Oh, God damn it.
No, it's like
How dare you tilt this table in front of its
Sriracha.
maker?
sriracha. The hot
If you don't
sauce
tilt, you're
is
not
a
trying.
chili and garlic hot sauce.
If you're
So
not
this is
tilted,
chilies
you're
and
not
garlic.
trying. Keep that in the minds. That's going on a T-shirt.
All right, let me go grab that licorice.
Yeah, do that, and also what our next hydrations is. Hell of a save for nothing, Aruna, says Professor Terry.
Oh,
Damn.
That's some fantasy football shit talking for sure. He's mad at you, dude. That's what you get. Flaming torch.
Meantime, Nick is on the board right now. Nick, what do you think the big deal with this game is? What's the?
Why is this game so good? Yeah, good
Because it's
question.
just so good. Because I think it's funny because I was talking to Chris. I was like, this is our favorite table.
This
our
is a lot of
favorite
people's
game.
favorite.
It's my favorite
I
game.
think it's because the rules are accessible, but complicated enough, and also the IP is just goofy enough, but just household name enough,
right?
To anyone can have fun with it. You
Yep.
know, I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Arunas, come here. Come here. Come sit. Let us palaver. Dark Tower.
Jesus
He's not coming over
Christ.
here. Arunas, what are you doing?
I think he's cursing me.
Gross.
He's putting
My
a hex
favorite
on me.
too, actually, pure fun. Professor Terry says it's a favorite. Jess Lawrence says new band name called it. Oh shit! Jeremy Myers just gave us $20 for a Fernet Branca.
Fernet Broncos.
Okay, we're doing Fernets.
We like Fernet.
We gotta do a little
We
Fernets.
do a lot of Fernets here.
Gotta turn on the Fernets. Oh shit. Arunas, what is that?
Oh.
What is that?
That looks
Wiley,
like
Wallaby, what? Oh
blueberry-
shit, it's on the floor. I dropped
That looks
it.
like blueberry licorice, which is
Okay.
a wild flavor for licorice, but I'll
I
take
like
it.
it. Hey, Tom. Yeah, get in. Oh, I hope so. Yeah! The great Chris Shipman! Holy shit. Holy shit balls. I don't know. Where's your, headset, man? No, we do.
No, it's over here.
We can't hear you.
It's over here.
Oh, it's over where? Oh!
I took my hands off, too.
Hands off for a minute. Got a tilt on Chris's game. It is getting hot in here, Chet. Meantime, Mark says, first off, the classic Gomez layout. Interesting. Mark says this is a classic Gomez layout. How many other games has this one become?
Great question. I would love to know the answer to that.
Meantime, Margaret gave us $5 more for a well vodka. Oh, God. Well, we are getting lit at the end of the night. That does happen. And that is in honor of Jeremy's mom. I don't know what that means, and I really hope that it's not something sad. But we do tend to get some sadness on that. Meantime, where is Logan Arcade? Logan Arcade is on Fullerton and Western in Chicago. Margaret is pouring one out for Jeremy's mom. Okay, well, I don't like this. I don't like where this is going. But also, I'm sad that Jeremy's mom is gone, I'm assuming. But we will definitely take care of it. NBA Fast Break for one, though that might be before MB. Interesting. Chris, what other, video games have you worked on?
For video games, it was just Arctic Thunder was the only one.
It's the only one, okay.
Yeah.
We have a J Ruler question. Chris, in your opinion, is tilting a legitimate strategy worth trying?
I think so. Well, like nudging the game, you mean?
Yeah, let's talk about nudging.
Oh, of course. I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like,
Runas, we have 2 requests for shot skis tonight for hydration. One is a Fernet. Oh, wait, Runas has to get on the horn.
Yeah.
One of them is a Fernet. The other is a vodka for someone's mom, which I'm assuming means they passed. So we have to do those.
All right.
And we got more bits, but meantime, you got to play. It wasn't me. I'm coming up first year transplant end of February. God damn, Jess. Keep going, man. I'm holding back. Hold up. We got some more questions. I'm holding back a last dab because I can't do that to Chris Shipman. Thank you for not making him sad. Anyway. Nudging we were talking about.
yeah. Well, I mean, Lyman Sheets used to do that all the time. It's just you should push it as far as you can get away with it. That's just part of the game.
That is part of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
If you don't tilt, you're not trying.
Yep.
So when you say nudging, so like how does the tilt mechanism work on this machine?
It's been over 20 years, so I don't remember exactly, but I think it just has the standard mechanisms where there's like a plumb bob, right? That's in a little hole like this, and if you tilt
How's that
it,
go?
if
How's
you,
that go?
If you
How's
tilt
that go,
it,
Chris?
it goes
How's
like
that go?
this. And when you tilt it, it touches the circle.
Yeah.
And that completes a circuit and lets it know that you've
It
gone.
edges.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is nudge up on the table instead of side to side because it's easier to nudge up than make it like hit the sides, unless I'm wrong.
So that's way above my pay grade.
Okay.
I don't know.
All
I
right.
was never good at that.
So Professor Terry says, this is a family show. Come on, man. But yeah, that is literally how the tilt mechanisms work on pinball, is that it's a bob in a ring, and if it touches the sides, that's what it does.
Exactly.
So, like, if you nudge up, and I feel like, side to side is normally what I do, but I'm no expert. Okay. But yeah, that's oh, shit! We got another one from Tracy Bell. Doritos, just kidding. Root beer schnapps? Root beer schnapps.
I wish we had those.
I wish we had root beer schnapps.
I'm
but I
not
feel
sure
like
that we do.
We could have like a root beer shot in some way. You want to be curling it upwards towards the top. You're not wrong, but that goes for life.
Yeah,
Jeremy
does.
says, all good. She would have enjoyed pinball. I'm sorry about your mom, man. I'm happy to do some hydration in her honor. We had a Shuffle Alley bowling machine at my house growing up, if no one remembers those.
Oh.
Shuffle Alley bowling machine.
Alley.
Interesting.
Oh.
All right, send us a link. Put a link in the chat, Jeremy. I want to look at this. I want to see what these are. Meantime, how do you nudge? Like, how do you nudge properly? Like, I guess it just like depends on the table. Right?
It does.
Yeah. I don't see. That's the level that Lyman was the master of, and that's what set him apart. Right? Is he just understood all that? And I have no idea.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, speaking of nudging, that's what you don't want to do. Is what Nick just
I didn't nudge
did.
enough.
You didn't nudge
honestly.
enough.
Yeah. That sucked.
But a nudge versus a tilt works like this. If you nudge, you're just popping the physics of the ball, trying to keep the ball in play. If you tilt, you shut the shit down.
Well, tilt just means you nudge too much.
Right. You nudge too much. Oh,
I'm
shit.
good.
What are we doing? These are the Fernets.
Wait, what is Fernet? Is that?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's no bigger than a Malort.
Is it anise based?
Yeah. It's very licoricey.
Oh, that sounds really good.
If you want to get after it, we have them. Have a
I would
Fernet.
take one, yeah.
Have a Fernet, Chris.
Thank you so much.
You deserved it tonight.
I really like the anise flavor.
All right, we got to hydrate. So hydrate with us, won't you?
Hydrate.
Nicely done, gents.
Oh, wow.
It's refreshing. It's like a minty bath.
It's minty, yeah.
Where is Teddy? You're right. Teddy right now is actually hanging out with his grandmother who's not doing well. She's in hospice. So all love to Teddy, and he'll be here soon. I feel like the other pro strat is dead bouncing. Dead bouncing. Let the ball hit the flipper when it's down. What is dead bouncing?
Let the ball hit the flipper. Oh.
Talk me through what that means.
What about dead bounce?
Dead bounce. What is a dead bounce?
That's
So
not doing anything with
yeah.
the flipper, letting the ball bounce off of it,
Yeah.
see where it lands, and then react
Yeah.
to it.
Interesting.
I do that a lot, but only because it makes me feel like a good player, not because I know what I'm doing.
You know what's really interesting? Like all the guys that I've met that actually do this, like design this, build this, they're not the best players.
Yeah, I'm terrible, believe me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's just such a terrible temptation to hit the ball.
But except Lyman Sheets. He was the greatest of all time. Literally the greatest of all time.
He really was a really good player.
He was the best player. Hands down, uncontested in the world. Yes.
Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think it's like people that like can design these things is just like they don't have the dexterity or just don't have the time to learn it? Like, I think it's interesting that you built this table, you built this machine, you built these mechanics, and then like when it's a committee of you. Like it's never just one of you.
Right.
That build these things, and then like you shit it out to the general public, and then you find people that are just like fucking whipping this shit, like going ham on this.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Jay Ruler just gave us some cash, saying have a shot for us because you're expecting a human baby.
A human baby.
Yeah! Well done, Jay Ruler and wife. I'm impressed. Birds do it, bees do it, but sometimes it's hard to do, so congratulations.
Here's hoping it's a human.
Yeah, I really hope it is. If it's a bird, call me. I got some people to take care of you. I'll train the boy. Anyway, congratulations, Jay Ruler. We'll absolutely do a little hydration for you in the next 30 minutes. We don't have a lot of time, but we're going to do it. Meantime, we're here with Chris Shipman, mechanics on Monster Bash, really just kind of living through this moment, like going over this. Like, it was a long time ago that you worked on this.
Yeah, it was
table.
over 20 years ago.
20 years ago that you worked on this.
Over 20, yep. More than.
And now here you are in Logan Arcade watching a bunch of folks really rip on this and like have like teary-eyed emotional experiences meeting you. You got asked to take pictures just a second ago.
I did?
You did.
Oh.
Did you get those pictures?
What? I didn't.
Did you meet Tracy from she was just over there.
We didn't take any pictures.
Well, that's dumb. You should take pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tracy!
No,
there were people over there asking if it would be cool if you took a picture.
Of course it would. Yeah. No, this is surreal. I'm just so grateful that people love this game and love pinball in general, and that it's has the following that it does. I just think I'm just so grateful to have any part in that.
Did you know?
Such a cool thing.
It is amazing that these games work at all.
Oh my God! Yes.
Truly.
That's very well said.
Did you know that this game was? I don't know because I wasn't around when this game dropped. Did you know this game was going to be a fucking legendary game?
No idea.
Interesting.
Zero idea. No.
Okay.
At the time, we had no idea.
I don't think you ever know. You might like be like, oh yeah, this is definitely the best concept ever, and it could totally fall flat.
How did this concept even come down? Because it's not even like it's existing IP, but in a way that it doesn't exist. Because it's Universal Monsters.
The Monster Bash.
Yeah. How did it come down?
Yeah, so I guess George had to negotiate with Universal or whatever.
So it was George's idea to start with.
I believe so.
Because you find out now
Yeah.
that there's a lot of people saying like, let's do this game, and they come to you for it versus like the IP. Stern, like this is just like coming from you, like what's coming to Stern. Like if you go to like an IP, like you're like, hey man, I want to do a Batman game. You go to them, or they come to you and say, hey, man, do this. This isn't something that's going to happen. Like this is an IP that doesn't exist. So like you guys had to come up with that. which means George Gomez was like, hey, man, I fucking love the Universal Monsters.
Right.
What if we did a Universal Monsters game?
Right.
Okay.
But we had to get permission from Universal, right? Like, I think.
Don't ask me. I wasn't there.
Oh, well.
I wish I was.
I'll
work for you, Pinball. Hire me.
Like,
Whatever
I
can
don't
do.
think we could just do that without permission.
So
right?
I'm assuming what it is then is that George Gomez was like, wouldn't it be funny if it was like Monster Squad meets fucking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and we're just trying to make the band come together. Like, that's got to be what it was, right? Like, you weren't there because you came into this game
halfway through.
From halfway through.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, we got another follow. What's up?
Hey, you know who another person who worked on this game?
No,
who I think you
I don't know.
should interview or talk to?
I would love to.
The sound guy. Do you know who did the sounds on this game?
Yes, we talked about it. Wait, do you mean the music or?
I mean, like, sound effects. Tormenting tunes.
Do you know the tormenting tunes?
Who did the tormenting tunes for Monster
I
Bash?
love that Chris is like, wait, who did this?
Is that like there's a popular band called the Mummies, which are apparently it's like a dream team of all kinds of rock stars. You don't know who they are, but I'm guessing this is a similar situation. It's like the rock stars of putting the music together, but you don't know who they are because they are going under this name.
Well, there's a guy. The guy's name is Vince Pontarelli.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with him.
No, go on.
But yeah, he was the sound guy, and he's you should have him
Is
on
Vince
this.
Pontarelli nearby?
Maybe.
Oh, I want it.
He would be great on this podcast. You would love him.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, he would be very entertaining.
Here comes the Mummies, says Mark. Good to have you. Marco Gaffer called it. Meantime, Nikki Pinkman is up on the keys.
Nikki Pinkman. Oh, I already had a hairdryer, man. I already did the hairdryer.
What does that mean?
The hairdryer is the bum for the Bride of Frankenstein.
I want to know
And I already
more
did her.
about the creature from the Black Lagoon in the like under the board shit.
So the creature from the Black Lagoon, that's when they did the artwork, it was based on my face.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so if you look at the way the face is, that's
Wait,
kind
what do
of
you mean
me.
like on the back glass or just like not like the
Yeah, sort of on the back glass and on the play field. And I think George Gomez is Frankenstein. And I think maybe Vince Pontarelli was Dracula.
What?
And everyone on the team had a different character.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Way to bury the lead. Tom, put your headphones on.
LaFours.
Tom,
Yes.
did you know that Chris Shipman was the inspiration for the face of the creature from the Black Lagoon on this
Yeah,
game?
when they were doing like the details of it, and it's bald, right? I'm bald.
Yeah,
and,
well,
and
I
it
mean,
has no hair.
Was that you sitting at your design desk just thinking
Yes,
shit up?
probably. Yes.
I see it. No, I
So
definitely
that was,
see it.
oh my God, that was supposed to be you.
Yeah, and
that's when you still had the back hairline before you decided to shave it off.
Dude,
I'm sorry. I gotta razz him. I gotta razz him, Chad. I'm sorry, Chris. I love you.
No, dude, riz him.
Creature Black you.
Yeah, that's what they told me. I don't know. It's a very vague resemblance, but I was told that it was modeled after me.
Who sketched it?
Well, it says, I guess Kevin O'Connor and/or Greg Freres. They did the art on this.
Interesting.
Were you like designing it, and they were like a cubicle or two
Well,
away?
Chris came in
They were
later
down the
in
hall.
the game.
Okay.
There was like down the hallway. At the end of the hall was a door, and then it was the art department. And
So-
I never went in there.
Well, regardless of you going in there, I feel like they like National Geographic you and like scoped out a space to not be noticed and sketch this. Like Chad, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by the fact that your likeness is the inspiration for this
And
creature.
Is every monster a different person who was working at Williams? During
yeah,
that time?
yes, supposedly.
Yeah, because
yes.
like that's what he was saying.
Okay.
And I forget all the different ones, but like one of them is George Gomez.
Oh wait, let me.
And
figure
one of
this
them.
out.
It doesn't. It's been. As
Gomez would say he's Dracula. He's really the
maybe
werewolf.
maybe
no, he
Drac-
was really the werewolf.
Maybe. It's been more than 20 years, so I forget. But
Tom, what's your like ultimate strategy when you play this game?
Hit shots a lot of times until I get them lit and, well, kind of flow. So I'm well, Chad, because you know me personally.
True,
I'm
do.
kind of a George Gomez nut.
Yep.
I love his design. He's a big fan of the fan design of the table, where the shots
Yeah,
are
him
laid
and Brian
out.
Eddy are both like fan design folks.
And that's why I love Brian too, especially with No Fear and everything. And the one table I own is Batman 66, which was made by George. But what I love about this table in general, not just because it's classic, but because it is a great table to learn on if you're an amateur, is you hit each shot 3 times to light it. You get in that mode, and then you make points. And all you have to know is that. And you can stack modes together by doing the same thing. It is a great introduction to pinball at a entry level for anybody or an experience level to really make points. So it's my personal opinion.
We have a question in chat. Elder God says, "Hey Chris, if you had the opportunity to work on a pinball machine from any theme or IP, what would it be?"
Playboy.
So we can lock down that pin side credit.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
Hi, Chad the Bird. I know
How are you
you.
doing? How are you doing?
We shared a stage before you and
Indeed
I.
we did. Have you met Chris Shipman?
Hi, no, I
Hi.
haven't. You're the creator of this game?
No,
I
he's
worked
the
on it.
mechanics on this
Oh,
game.
the mechanics on it. It's
Yeah,
cool.
mechanics.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't had a lot of experience with it, but it's a really fun game.
Tell the
Glad
kids
to hear it.
who you are and what you do.
Where's the kid? Where? Oh, there
It's
I
right
am.
in front of you.
Hello, my name's Billy Bullock. I'm a stand-up comic. I'm
It's
from Chicago.
Billy Bullock! And if you have not seen their experience, you have not been living in Chicago.
Thank you.
Wait, why haven't we had him at Paper Machete?
Because well,
I have been at
he
Paper
has been at
Machete. That's
Paper
where we
Machete.
met Chad.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Chris,
Yeah.
because Chris comes to Paper Machete all the time.
Yeah, I do.
But
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't blame
I-
you for getting confused because you are there every week and we're always fucking ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't also been there for a couple years
It's been
I
years.
moved,
It's been a
I
couple
moved
years.
to I moved to New York during the pandemic.
When did you
Oh,
get
okay.
back?
I'm just visiting. I got back on Sunday, and I'm leaving again on Sunday.
Because I feel like I saw you recently and then I was wrong. Because you were like, you just got here back like this recently.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I don't know.
How are you, bud?
I'm not the only person who looks like me, I guess.
No, I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Sorry.
You have an absolute look. I just feel bad because I was like, I just feel like we've been hanging out. And then I'm like, oh shit, hey man, welcome
It's been
back.
a minute. It's been a minute, Chad.
Hey bud.
I'm glad to see
Anyway,
you.
you're back
When
in
when I got to the bar, I saw the stream on the screen, and I was like, "Wait, that's Chad the Bird." And
Hey, bud.
then I was like, "Wait, what's all these? Oh, they're here right
Yeah.
now. I
Yeah.
can walk in." So
Yeah,
I did.
come on in, bud.
Bye.
All right, but you play the pimp. You play
All
the
right.
magic ball.
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
play
do
the
it
silver.
now. I'm gonna do it now.
So you're hanging
people
out here
watching.
with Chris Shipman, who's worked on the mechanics on this thing.
Okay.
And here you are, actually feeling out this. Well, first of all, where can people find you on the internet to see your shit?
I'm on Instagram at Hey Billy Bullock. Billy spelled like Eilish, like Billie.
Yep.
And Bullock spelled like Sandra. If that helps
There
at
you
all.
go.
Stop! I can't talk while I do this. It's hard.
I know. I'm trying to make it difficult for you because I want you to fucking earn it.
I'm out here. I live in New York. You can come see me. I do a lot of live
I didn't know
shows.
that you moved to New York.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, there. Oh, I did play my turn. You're right. It's not a single player game. Thank you for reminding me.
But Billy, I put your fucking information in the chat so that people know where to find you.
Thank you, Chad.
Because if you're not following Billy Bullock, what are you doing with your life? And but you're not back though. You're going back to New York soon though.
I'm going back next weekend.
What are you just doing? Are you doing a show in town or?
No, I'm just visiting. I wanted to see my people, and look who
Well,
I keep
I'm
running
happy
into.
that you're here. I'm actually kind of
my
thrown
birds.
that you're here. God damn.
Yeah, good to see you. I'll be
Chris-
back.
All right.
I'll be
Well,
back.
I'm gonna come find you in a second.
Okay.
There goes Billy Bullock. You were there, Chris. To say
Hey, the bird knows some humans.
Yeah, apparently.
That's wild.
I know.
How do birds know humans?
We're always watching.
That's true.
Meantime, we got about 20 minutes left. You guys got some cash to throw us? Do it. Get us some shot skis, and we'll do this.
Hydrate. We will hydrate.
Indeed. We shit on humans from above. You're not wrong, Professor Terry. Which makes me laugh when I see a bunch of humans pop into my DMs saying, like, hey, man, your puppetry could use some work, which is a thing that people have been saying recently. And I'm like, dude, I'm a bird. But I get it. I get it that you assume that I'm a puppet. Because, like, I look like a banana fucking a stack of fabrics at Joanne's. And so you're just like, obviously, this guy is some kind of whimsical beast. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm a fucking bird. And I just learned how to talk, and it's not my problem that you can't figure this shit out. Meantime, don't give me puppetry notes. I'm not puppeting. I'm too busy.
Too busy with a knife on my face.
You can do. Yeah, I was like, don't piss off the kids with the knives on their face.
I'm getting lucky over here.
Meantime, Nick is doing great.
God, there's like 3 shots. I was like, ooh.
I feel like this reissue game that Chicago did, Chicago Gaming Company,
yeah.
They did a great job with the lighting compared to
Yeah,
the original.
yeah, that's
so
awesome.
pretty.
The light, it is. Like, there's all kinds of, like, pretty, colorful lights all over the place that the original never had. They did an awesome job.
There's a couple of tables that are remasters that have this LED thing that's going on that really changes the fucking game. One of them being like Attack from Mars that they have here, which has like this LED strip upgrade.
Okay.
Pugbit is back.
Changes it for the better, you mean?
Yeah, no, it just makes it like a more dynamic light show.
Okay.
I'm back and as hydrated
No,
as
I'm just really impressed with how good a job they did with the game.
Jeremy, you're correct. How does a bird do puppetry without opposable thumbs? Agreed. And everybody that's asking me if I'm flying south for the winter, fuck you. Who has fucking miles these days? Anyway, Dennis is on the fucking keys. What do you got to show for it?
Let's see after
Professor Terry says, I wish the original had lighting effects in the shooter lane. Interesting. It doesn't, but now you do.
or call-outs from Bela Lugosi himself.
Bleh. Bleh.
Oh, Chad, have you ever played Class of 1812? Or, shoot, I'm mixing up that year. It's a bizarre monster game.
No, I don't know what that
Very
is.
crazy call-outs. Do I have that year correct?
What?
It's a pinball machine. Very bizarre. It's like Class of 1812, I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's insane. Anyway, there's a left orbit spinner, and every time you hit the spinner, instead of like whatever, it goes. There's Dracula, and he goes blah 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 blah.
I want to be a part of this. Razor says, is Guru Chris, which is what everybody's referring to you as right now, Chris Shipman, is Guru Chris drunk enough to agree to making a Chad the Bird pinball
Oh my God,
machine?
that is such a good idea.
I'd be down with that.
That would be.
Amy Crash, are you still here? That is what Amy's been working on. I'll show you her homebrew right now. It's fucking dope. Meantime, Marsh is here. I know she's behind that curtain. Jeremy Meyer says, yeah, 1812. Okay, we have to look up that table.
Which table?
It's a monster hunting table from 1812. Amy Crash, we're talking about doing a Chad the Bird pinball, Chad the Balls, and Chris was like, that's a good idea.
It's a really good idea. We should write that one down.
Oh, we're down.
Before we
Chad the
forget.
Ball. Oh, a fusion. Oh, so Amy's like.
I'm going to show you Amy's table, Chris. It's going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Tom, how you feeling about this?
I can't see anything right now, so I'm for it. I'm looking at a pinball table. Fuck you, Chad.
No, I meant like, what do you feel about your game, you goon?
Well, you talked in the middle of it.
Yeah, well, I do that.
felt
I'm
good-
distracting.
I felt
What
good
can I say?
better, like earlier.
Well, I do what I can.
But I mean, really, it's just great having Chris on here talking about the game. You know, like.
It is humbling.
Oh, totally.
Bullock is here.
Your mechanism you get. Are you going to put that in storage, and is it going to be inspected by top men?
Top
men.
Top men.
Perfect.
Billy's back, ready to defend the championship.
Just fucking up my hair over and over again for you, the internet. It's fine. I'm not good at pinball. I owned an old my dad owned an old Evel Knievel machine.
Oh, wow.
That's a classic from the 70s.
Like a Bally Williams
Wow.
Evel Knievel.
Very
yeah.
cool.
Played a lot of that when I was a little kid, but never really got good. And I wasn't big enough, physically wasn't big enough to do the, how people bump the tables and try to get the ball to not.
The nudge.
Yeah,
which
the
is
nudge.
What we were talking
there you
about.
go. I got good at the nudge when I played Pinball Arcade on my tablet.
Space Cadet.
Because I
back in
didn't
the
have to
day.
physically do it myself. I could just press a.
Chris Shipman, what do you feel about virtual pinballs?
Oh boy, it's just not the same, is it?
It's just not the same. The physics aren't the same. Games that I remember playing in real life, it was still fun just as an idle thing to do, but it's not the same. You're right.
I do think that for a bunch of my pals that I have met that do not live in Chicago, that do not have as big a access to tables as we do here.
Yeah.
They're like, I want to play this to get good at this fucking
Virtual.
modes and learn what these things are,
Right.
and then go and do it in the real. I'll give them that, but it's just not the same.
That's a fun way to do it.
It's just not the same.
All right. Yep, there we go. Yeah.
I mean, the whole point is that it's a real physical thing.
Right, you're playing with physics.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. What's
Hey.
up, y'all?
It's Nick.
It's
How are you?
Nicky Pinkman.
Nick, yeah.
Fat
Pionk,
stacks,
man.
daddy.
Chum. What's up,
Chili
King?
powder.
Too spicy
Too
for
spicy.
you.
How's everybody doing over here?
And it was about, Nikki says, D-Ray asked if you can talk to your
D-Ray.
shoes.
D-Ray wants to talk to my shoes?
Wants to talk to your shoes.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me
Everybody
talk
got
to your
your chip?
shoes.
Everybody got your
Hey,
chip?
I actually got pretty decent kicks on right now, so I ain't going to get SLV sounded. Cheers, y'all.
Yep.
Hold
Make it
on. These are so good.
They really are.
They got garlic, dude. They're so good.
Yeah, I think they're spicy goodness.
I'm going to have to find these again.
Smoke it.
Hold on. Okay, I got the spear
Chris
gun.
is going to smoke it.
I got the spear gun as my
Nicely done.
skill shot.
Still fucking dominating this table.
You want to hear this now? So when you get the skill shot, you get a smart bomb for a creature, for one of the monsters. So the spear gun is for the creature because it's an underwater creature, right? So when when I start creature, I tried to be fancy there.
Get
when
in
I start
there and be fancy.
when I start creature, I can. Oh man, I'm trying to. Oh my god. Ugh. But when I start creature and it's in the mode, I can hit the start button when it's blinking to spot me some shots on it.
Wait, it just shows you where you go? Or?
No. It's spotting a shot means completes a shot for you without shooting it.
Oh.
So if you get the hair dryer, you look up and it says hair dryer. You're like, oh, that's for Bride of Frankenstein. So when you're in the bride mode, and you're just missing 2 shots, you hit the smart bomb. And it gives you those 2 shots. It completes the mode for you.
Chris, did you know this?
You know what?
There you go.
I'm embarrassed to say I did not know that. Yeah.
Scandal.
I did not know that was a thing.
Oh my God. You did not work on Attack from Mars. You worked on Revenge from Mars.
Correct.
Okay.
Right. But I played Attack from Mars.
Yeah, it's a fucking
in the
solid
90s at Delilah's.
Oh. If you do not know Delilah's, are you even near Chicago? It looks like a Hogwarts fucking situation. It's like a wizard bar.
Yeah.
Jess, seriously, this was an insanely good stream tonight. I have fangirled this entire night.
Heck yeah.
So there you go, Chris.
You said someone had a table they were going to show us?
Oh, I'll show you that later.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
Amy Crash has a pinball table that she's been working on.
Nice.
That I will show you.
Interesting.
But it's not done, and I will not show that to the public until it is done.
Oh, okay.
Is
It'd be
it
weird?
Is it Cheers, my dream theme of all time?
That's your dream theme?
100%.
Cheers?
I have notes in my phone about modes.
Interesting.
Cheers,
yes.
the 80s sitcom?
100%.
Nice.
I don't know how familiar you are with the game or the show.
I'm quite familiar, yeah.
So do you remember how the entire series ends?
No.
Somebody knocks on the door. It's a faceless person. They
And
knock.
Sammy says we're closed.
That's how ball drain game over ends.
Nice.
That's one note. That's one note.
That's a good one.
That's all you get.
That's solid.
Okay.
That's the teaser.
That is someone that's watched the entire series a dozen times.
I like it.
All right, so this is ball 3 for everybody. This is going to be our last ball of the night.
Closing words. I just want to say, I think this was one of the greatest Chad streams we've had.
Nice.
Period.
My goodness.
Personally, me, grade 5, great feeling. Everybody's playing well or doing well. Well, at least I was. But the chemistry between you two, like Chad, you love fucking Monster Bash, dude.
It's my favorite. It's my desert island.
And Chris, like just the information, the knowledge, and everything you shared was great tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here, man.
Thanks for having me. It's really
It's really
an
fucking
honor.
magical to be with somebody who created this thing, who was a part of its like delivery onto this world, and then the rest of us have just been like reaping the benefits and like talking about it like it's just such a revered machine. And it's like you are here to be like, okay, well, here's where this came from, this is where this came from, and we don't have that kind of knowledge, and that to me is biblical. So like, frankly, this is church.
I'm just grateful.
Get on your knees.
I'm just grateful that there's a group of people who just are so into this. It's such a cool thing. And
Well, you're in it, man.
Bow to yourself.
It's such a cool thing, and I'm just glad to have been a small part of it.
I mean, you're a major part of it, and it's just like super huge that you're here. In the mix right now, Chad Pinball Ideas, Pink Chrome Pinball, Chad Soundbites, Human Science. We're not talking about pinball. Hell yeah, man, we can make that happen. Love it and got my kid into it from a young age. Cool. I agree with tonight has been a lovable blessing. All right, look at that. God, I didn't know we were going to get emotional tonight, but I guess this was happening.
Do
Good for us.
we get an Oscar? I mean,
Yeah,
what
we are
Tony
nominated.
Award?
We are currently nominated.
Cool.
Like, I don't think we're going to beat Amelia Perez,
It's
but I have a whole different thing to say about that.
It's sweeps week, right?
Sweeps week?
Sweeps week.
What year do you think it is?
I don't. 90s.
You got that? You got.
Oh God damn it!
You go watch TGIF?
Yeah,
Huh?
of course.
Yeah, I would
Home
too.
Improvement or Home Improvement, Family Matters, Fresh Prince, the 3D weekend. You remember that shit? The
I
3D
do
weekend.
know what you're talking about. Professor Terry says a Twippy for the most emotional stream. Hell yeah!
Chad, I love you. Chris, it was great meeting you.
Yeah.
Great to meet you.
Same,
and
everybody.
Chats, I love you all.
Chickadee chats. It's good to
Thanks,
see
man.
everyone. Let's see who
Great to
calls
meet
us
you.
now. We have ball 3. Who's coming up next? It's Billy. Ready to take this keys. Trying to be 8 right now. This is a high.
Hey, chat.
What's up, bud?
Hi.
All right, you're ready to go.
Okay.
This is our final game of the night.
Last ball. Oh, wait, really?
Yeah, it's our final game.
Oh, you got to get one more game in for the door guy, Jason.
No,
He's-
we'll play later.
He
but
wants
like,
to.
as
He
far as
absolutely
streaming
wants
goes.
to. Okay, fine. Well, sorry, Jay. I tried. He's outside smoking right now, so
God
he's gonna
damn.
be so sad.
Well, that's what you get for smoking. Don't smoke, kids, and if you do, smoke something that makes you feel better than whatever the fuck.
What are you talking about?
Meantime,
Drugs?
Billy is into it.
Wait.
Got that multi-ball ready. So, like, we
Yes.
are in the midst
God, no.
of the man who created the mechanism that made the Frankenstein's monster do what's happening right now. Oh, shit, Amy, we just got raided? Hey, what's up? If you're going to smoke, smoke outside. If you're going to spew, spew into this.
Hi, Raiders. Wherever you're coming from, come to my Instagram after this.
Yeah, I just posted it in the chat. And also welcome Billy back into the city for a bit.
Listen, I'd love to be on more things with you in the future.
I'm always down.
We should
to
talk
play.
more.
Yeah, we can do that.
We have to get you back at Paper Machete.
Listen,
First of all.
absolutely, let's do that. I love that.
yeah.
I love those shows. It's if you're in Chicago, go see the Paper Machete. It's a great night.
Creed.
It really is.
All right. Okay, is it
All right,
Nikki?
who's up at number 3?
Nick.
Oh, shit. Nikki's up? Jeremy, I would love to do a double bill with Randy Fellface anytime, anywhere, but I don't know what the time zones are like in Australia.
Hey, we just got rated. We got a whole bunch of people on here.
All right, we'll dive in.
We got special guest Chris Shipman.
Chris Shipman is
who
here.
worked on the mechanics of this original game.
The original, right.
Wait, Chris, show him the thing that you brought us tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's over here.
The mechanism?
Yep.
I brought this.
It's a prototype?
It's the first prototype of the mechanism underneath the Frankenstein table.
Yeah.
This is the orig.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's the very first one that ever made. It was just a prototype.
I want to taste it.
And what's crazier is before we started the stream today, that thing broke.
Yep.
And Chris walked in and was like, I don't think that's supposed to be doing what it's doing. And we were like, oh, shit, you're right.
Yep.
And then he fucking troubleshooted it and we fixed it.
Come on by Instagram.
Yeah,
I'm going to post about it this week. You're going to see
Nuts.
those pictures. It's fucking nuts.
There was
He
a lot of luck.
MacGyvered this shit.
Yeah.
It's next level.
A lot of luck involved. It's just,
Luck in the fact that you designed the very table we're playing.
Yeah. I'd say serendipity for
Oh,
sure.
shit. Is this the hydration of the last of the hydrations
I think
tonight?
it might be.
Oh, shit.
For those of y'all out there, we like to hydrate.
It's true.
With our favorite adult beverages.
Which we don't talk about because YouTube doesn't like it. But once Nikki is done on the board.
God.
Oh, my God.
Horrible.
All right, what is this that we're hydrating with, Arunas? This is the vodka hydration in honor of someone's mom who passed away.
Vodka hydration.
Vodka
Let's go.
This is beautiful. Thank you for being here for this.
Hydrate.
Delicious.
Oh my.
I feel like I just beat scurvy. Meantime, last ball of the night, and it belongs to who? Dennis. All right, Dennis. Last ball of the night. Take us home.
We're back.
Very happy to have you here to do the thing.
I will see you February 15th.
Yep, February 15th at class,
I'll be your
which is in the fucking chat earlier.
Yeah, I'll be your 8th Valentine's date.
I'm into it. Chris, you should come to class.
What is class?
Class is a show that I do
Oh, really?
with Sarah Benincasa,
Okay.
who writes for Rolling Stone
Okay.
and what have you.
A little publication called
I'm very interested.
And it's like being at school.
Okay.
And you are our students, and we are your professors.
Is it audience participation?
Yes, there are moments of audience
just-
participation.
Okay, moment.
But it's not something that you need to be worried about.
Oh, good. That was kind of my question.
No, don't
yeah.
worry about it. We're not going to put you on the spot.
Good.
You will not be graded.
I don't
Actually,
want to
yeah,
do
sorry.
that to humans. I know how it's like.
When and where is this? How can I do
February 15th, and then March something. But we have a regular show over at the Lincoln Lodge. It's just monthly.
this? Okay.
That's it? Dennis, that's it?
It's like my second game of the night.
I know, but still, that's the end of the night.
It's good for a second.
All right, everybody, here's how it is. You just got to see Chris Shipman watch his own table be played live from Logan Arcade with a series of special guests. Nikki Pinkman is here. It doesn't even matter. I don't even have enough And the tamale guy is here?
No way.
It's live behind you.
Oh, my
It's
God.
all going down.
This is the best
This is
night
a quintessential Chicago experience. I don't have anything else to say. I don't even know how I can even top this. I guess I'm going to have to call it. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Don't forget, Chris, did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was great. Thank
Great.
you so much for having me.
Well,
It
we're
was
going to have you back.
I'm honored,
Nikki,
honored to be here.
Did you have a good time, Nick?
Yeah.
So
and
amazing.
our door guy, who's our high score holder on this, wanted to come in and say hi real quick.
Wait, bring him in.
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Go get Jason. Yeah.
Cool. Was that really the tamale guy?
Yeah, that was the tamale
Is he
guy.
still here?
Yeah, he'll be here.
I need
All right, here it is. Wait, Chris, you got to meet Jason.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I'm Jason.
Jason,
I'm
nice to
grand
meet you.
champion right now.
Whoa.
Yeah. and I got
Impressive.
3 other top scores.
Damn.
This is my favorite game.
Wow.
Thank you so much. I have so much fun
Well,
playing
thank you for playing it.
I'm JEF. Yeah, I stay
Oh
out
my
here.
gosh. Wow.
All right.
No, this is the perfect way to say goodnight.
Let's do it.
All right, jump in, Jason. We're going to close out on you playing your favorite table of the night.
I'm going to pooch it. Watch.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even matter. Good night, Amy. Good night, Jack. Good
night.
night, everybody. This was like the most Christmiest moment. All right, we're going to wait for 1 second because we want to wait. Thank you so much, Jess. Thank you for being here. I mean, like, seriously, this was, like, heartfelt. Like, we got to hang out with you and got to watch all these kids come in and love your table and love what you worked on and love, like, because, like, Lyman is not here anymore.
Right.
And, like, but, like, a lot of these guys are here.
Right.
And the fact that, like, the history that we're witnessing, we get to meet our heroes tonight is huge. Like, you know what I mean? Your heroes. And, like, the fact that you got to meet these people and even not even know that this table was so much beloved. But it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. What matters is you have all these people here to tell you that this is your favorite. And you got to be here to be a part of it.
I think that you guys are the heroes for loving this game so much.
You hear that?
I love it.
We're the heroes.
I'm serious.
Nick, can we say goodnight? What? Oh, okay, we're good. All right, nerds. This is the best way to say goodnight. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Don't forget to kick us some cash. We'll keep this going. There's I put their link in the thing. Don't worry about it. Good night, nerds. Chris Shipman. Hell yeah. High five, bud. Woo! We did it. What the hell is
hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so gotta find my way to the bathroom. Oh, hey, guys. How you doing? Oh, man. Oh, God, pumpkin. Just gonna find. That was a hell of a stream, right, guys? Where is everybody? Hey, is anyone here? Oh, that's weird. Whoa, what the? Oh, no, did I, in fact, get so lit that it just closed? No, oh my God, no, it is closed. No shit. Oh, shit, guys, can you help me out? No, you're turned off. I just gotta make my way to the exit. Oh, no, I'm locked in. I live here now.